Oi, oi. Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Welcome to the Great Flat Earth British think tank. Flat thumbs to all. Oh, let's see if I'm actually here on the internet at all. So, excited? I am. Absolutely fantastic. Now, hiya. Hiya, guys, on the Great Flat Earth British think tank. My fam, my friends, my brothers and sisters, it's been a fantastic day. I have thoroughly enjoyed today. That was very needed. I just give me so much hope today. It was fantastic seeing all of these protests. And I had a link came in early this morning saying there's a protest in your city. So I hurriedly got my shit together, but not really preparing sort of battery charge and everything properly, typical me, and just set off for the city. And although I didn't find that protest, I managed to witness a very large Palestinian protest, which basically they started hugging me and dancing around me. And then I thought, well, I'll just hang around here for a bit. But I actually found the truthers, which was fantastic because I thought there was, I'd done this protest in Cardiff before. I'd done grabbed the microphone and tried. And it was woefully disappointing. It left me feeling like a black cloud of rain over my head. But today was completely different. I felt the most high with me the entire time. I do know it was the chill divine the entire day. So proud that there was Welsh people and they're not completely fucking stupid. We did have people start. We got heckled. We had a crowd of people shouting at us, saying, "Put your masks on," wanting confrontation. I shit you not. They got a fuck off tablet. Now, I tell you what, fantastic day. So I've been happy as a pig in shit all day, So basically met hundreds of truthers from my own city. Who knew? So that was, thank you, just in time. And I've had loads of hugs and loads of kisses. Spent the day with two fantastic Splot girls. That was absolutely epic. So all in all, I've had a really good truthing day. Loads of flat earthers and loads of people who knew moi as well. And I got interviewed a couple of times as well. So it was all a really, really good day. Unfortunately, I didn't grab much of it, but enough to get you all buzzy. Okay. Although my camera work is diabolical because you cannot do camera work when you're hugging everybody because people are just running up to you hugging and you got the camera in your hands. So that's what I spent the day doing. Fantastic. No masks, awake people, protesting, all of this bullshittery. They must be prairie dogging it right now. Twitching. Yeah. Touching cloth. Because everybody's waking the fuck up. The coppers are like this. Yeah. They went to the BBC first of all to sort of shout pedos at the building. The police turned up in a line and they just walked straight through them. Unfortunately, I missed that because I was involved in the Palestinian protest, which was really buzzy. Yeah. So, I just kept quiet and they thought I was one of them. Kept giving me hugs. Today, I am a Palestinian. So I was jiggy with it anyway. But, I thought to myself, we could just get these guys on our side. Because they're all about division, aren't they? They're going on about other people's and, against government, political bullshit. So if they were just like, everybody, I had a lovely, lovely black lady called me over. She was like about 70, something like that, hugging me. And she said, we should all be together. I said, no shit, that's what I'm doing here. That's what my life is. Bringing people together, brothers and sisters, no borders, yeah? Not my God's got a bigger knob than your God shit going down. Yeah, we don't need any of that, guys, yeah? It was just watching it from afar. I'll show you the footage. Although they can't see it, and the most beautiful people, they're sort of being like them. I was like echoes of, National Socialism in 1930s. It was the same echoes. They can't see it, but I could. So yeah, if they could have only come on side, we would have had tens of thousands. And it would have been fucking fantastic. But it was fantastic. Loads of music, loads of dancing, loads of chilling out. So I'm still buzzing, still on a high from all of that. Yeah. So got a fantastic vlog lined up for you as well today. Had to even understand how this is being done, but it is. So what's happening is over the last week on Flat Earth British channels, there's probably about 12 hours. That is 12 hours of me, which is ridiculous because no one's got that much time in their life. But that is what I do. You know, I just sort of try forging ahead. So there's a lot to catch up on. This morning's live feed went dead because I didn't have no battery time or any call time, and I set up very, very, shit. And this big one in London on the 29th, I got an invite to as well, so I might be able to do some fucking damage and grab a microphone and open my big mouth. And I did a fantastic interview this week with Clive de Cal. I don't know whether you know this guy. It was probably watching it back. I didn't know at the time, but watching it back with you guys yesterday, I reckon in my 6 years of YouTube, that was definitely my best conversation. It was just absolutely fantastic, flowing. Every single bit of it was so interesting. So if you haven't caught that, it's on this channel before this blog. Okay, let's give you a few shouts. Alva Billy. So yeah, it was really good to see how many awake people knowing all of this is just bullshit. Although these people shouting over, get your masks on and stuff. Yeah, they want us. They got nothing. They just looking like pathetic, sad people with masks. They can't even fucking talk properly because they got a mask on. Pathetic. Our vibration must really wind them up, the 1111 people. Yeah, 111 in it up the road. Yeah, I had one lady saying to me, she said, "Yeah, I just seen you floating by. Do you actually walk?" I said, "No, I float." She said, "Yeah, you float, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I float." So that's floating through the crowd on my Martin mission of love and peace. But the conversations were all exactly that for that today, unity. And they divide us to conquer us, and that's as simple as that, guys, through dialectics, politics, religions, and etc., and take us away from who we truly are. We're one big family, all brothers and sisters together, They tell us about races and colours. These are fucking terms them bastards brought in. There is no fucking race. Race where? Where are we going? Yeah, block end that they got for us. Whatever. You see, guys, all of it is an agenda to drive us against one another. Drives me nuts. It's one of the biggest things in my head that I do not like. So yeah, I'm here to basically touch up your Brians today. Okay, touch your Brian with some information. Now, I've been thinking I do that quite a bit. I'll give you all some shouts and I'll come back. So we're obviously posting Flatterday tonight on the great Flat Earth British think tank channel because Martin Liedtke channel has yet to catch up. In fact, it's been static and hasn't moved for the last 3 days. So either everyone's fucked off or YouTube are locking it. Let me have a guess which. Oh, yeah, I know. It's really unfair. But don't worry, because I'll just not really worry about that. So the word of today is mustard or mustard. Mustard is the word for the day. All will become apparent later. It's really spooky. Anyway, mud flood. I'm going to think about mud flood. So the question, I guess, is how do you kill billions? Well, give them the injection. Not everyone's having it. How do you kill billions in a reset? So we suppose mud flood. Let's have a think about that. I'll have a look at some images as well. So with a mud flood, masked turd disintegral. With mud flood, what you find is the streets are all thick with gloopy mud. Would that kill everybody? Well, if you went upstairs with stores for a while, you'd be out of the mud and you could weather it till it went rock hard and then you dig it out later. If it was just a mud flood, right? Maybe. What about a flood? Well, if you had time to prepare, maybe you could build boats, and a lot of people with bunkers, maybe floodproof, could survive a flood. Yes? Yes. Okay, but it wouldn't kill everybody, but it would kill a lot. Okay. So what about the bunkers that we see in place in all of Piranesi and Middle Ages art? They're all in bunkers. So would them bunkers protect you from a mud flood? Not necessarily, but they'd fill up with mud. Would they protect you from a water flood? Not mud luge. No, not necessarily. They'd probably fill up with water, wouldn't they? Okay. So is there any other way, okay, that this place, okay, especially the classical world, could be taken out? We'll have a think about it, okay? Because life is, after all, a gas. Because do you know who told us? Yeah, T-Rex. Life's a gas. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, we're gonna have fun today. I'm obviously you're just gonna have to take me rough and ready, I'm afraid, today, because I've had like a really busy day. It's been really manic, very buzzy, and I come to share my vibration with you. So, and I'm a Flatterday. So JD gas, says JD. Well, there's some things I didn't really know about gas. And I was thinking in terms of, well, I'll show you all the evidence anyway, because it is there in the official narrative. If you have to dig a bit deeper, you can see that with their strange geology, they will say on fault lines that when there is geological or earthquake activity, that gases can seep out. Sulfurous gases, poisonous gases, they kill cattle, they kill people. Lots and lots of people in the past. Now, it is a narrative that's there. I'm just wondering how much they've kept this down. From what I picked apart, and I'll show you now, there's really big questions to, actually, I think gas might be a factor in some of this. Okay. Now, I picked up a narrative years ago where it was on a movie that someone said, if you wanted to get rid of the population of Rome, the best course of action would be to gas them and leave all of the antiquity intact. Well, it's like a neutron bomb, isn't it? You know, if they were a thing, it would be leave every single aspect of architecture intact, but they would have to get someone to take the bodies away. But if you think about it, are all the skeletons in the mud beside your building, in with the sewer works and everything? When they dig the sewer works up, are they full of human bones, or are they deeper down from a previous reset? So what we do know is the bone cleaning process takes a long time and is difficult. Yet the place is full of catacombs, full of bones, like the Paris catacombs, which are full of skeletons, millions and millions of skeletons, which have been cleaned up. So where are all them people? Did they die in a mud flood? Well, no, they're not in the mud. So did they die in a flood? Well, no, they're not in the flood. So they've died somehow, haven't they? Trying to think about that. Now, this has been out there, and I've talked about it years ago, where I surmised that the population of Moscow, and it is a narrative out there, believe it or not, surprisingly, prior to Napoleon arriving in 1912, skipped the entire city. They say they all moved east. Well, we got no proof of that, but the entire city of 250,000 people at that time of Moscow are not there. Okay, could it be that they had to leave because of some sort of poison gas? Now, going on the last post on my Martin Liedtke channel, floating island Earth, which I think could definitely be a thing, you know, guys, that this thing that we're on, yeah, sets sail, weighs anchor, and moves on. And maybe that accounts for why we have 3 suns in the previous reset. And if that's the case, then there could be something, if natural is actually a thing, some natural earthquake activity. Now, we will soon know if any earthquake activity increases, whether we're on the move. If that was the case, then some of these fault lines, now this is in a lot of narratives for earthquakes in Rome, in San Francisco earthquake, and the New Madrid fault line all had gas coming up, natural gas, which is poisonous, toxic as fuck, drops people like that. Okay. And I was wondering whether they were trying to tell us this in the official narrative. You know, they did say that they used a specific type of gas to get rid of a specific person in World War II. And we've all got like our questions with that narrative, haven't we? So I'm wondering whether socially engineers are trying to say that, you know, this is actually a splendid way of getting rid of a fuckload of people, is gas. Let's have a think about it. I've been gassed. I had some sort of dentistry when I was about 7-year-old, and the nurse said to me, when they put the big thing over my face to gas me, she said, "Oh, most people see a whirlpool or a tunnel." She told me, yeah, and she said, "You'll see nice things," and I said, "Like one nice thing." She said, "Like the wombles." I don't want to see the fucking wombles, yeah. So yeah, they knocked me out with gas as an anesthetic in the past. It just spanked me right out. So we're going to talk about these little fellas. Okay, this is my mother's, believe it or not, Mickey Mouse World War II gas mask. But I found some stuff out about these. Now, all right, we know that they took them off the market because they had asbestos in them. Is asbestos really dangerous, guys? Is there anything else in these? Fucking hell. Wow. And that would be the adult version in World War II. That's all that's left of it. I think that was my grandmother's or something, because I could, kept some stuff from the war. So we'll have to think about why they would do the biggest issue of gas masks in World War II to every single member of the British public, 50 million or 48 million people, yeah, all with gas masks. Evacuate the children to the countryside because you say we're going to have gas attacks. Did we have gas attacks on the cities in World War I? No. Was it likely that Hitler would drop gas on us? Nay, at all. Okay, because he was gassed himself and he knew what a nightmare it was. Now, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a really interesting subject, something that is close to my heart. Life after death. Is there life after death? Is there death? And what is it? We'll have a little think about that. I'm going to read something to you, but when I read it, it was like really buzzed me up and got me like really feeling. So I'm going to share that with you. So that was fantastic. We think about Asian mysticism clues. Okay. Fuck me. So much in this post. Images of the day. We're going to look at, fucking hell, let me just enlighten myself again. Oh, I might share some Ladybird books for you. I don't know. We're going to look and re-decode Denver Airport, guys, because, we haven't looked at it since the pandemic, and see if it gives us any clues. I'm going to show you movie footage of today's protest as well a little bit later on, which will be well enjoyable and well buzzy. Okay. You've seen Ghosts Worldwide Ghosts. That's probably why your name is Worldwide Ghosts. So tell us what you see. Tell us what you see. I believe objects can be possessed as well. I've literally thrown objects down the drain in streets far away because I thought these objects were fucking with me. Yeah. My mojo's gone. The shit's that thing I picked up. Got rid of the thing. My mojo was back and thought, yeah, it was that fucking thing. All right. Just saying. Unless that's because all his mind, I invented that and made that happen. That's always a possibility as well. I know. Good to see you. I just started reading my book. Reading the book, Tibetan Book of the Dead. Yes, I've read it. I was thinking actually the other day, I'm not going to be able to go through a Christian religious burial at all. I would like something shamanic, yeah, with drums playing, funky didgeridoo, yeah, loads of incense and chimes, and the Tibetan Book of the Dead read to me is what I would like. I've been saying that for years anyway. Elsa, who's in Birmingham today, and she said they had an epic turnout. It was epic. It was a big one in London. We would have had more in Cardiff, but a lot of them got on the train to London. Hi, Ben. Merci beaucoup, my friend. Brian, nobody dies. They all go home. Fuck yeah. I totally agree with that. Oh, I got terrible time for my bad language in my comments. I had to tell a person, well, I'm a sinner, and I do swear. And I swear to keep, actually, I don't have to. If you watch my 4-hour interview with Clive on this channel, I just, in my normal conversational path, I only slip swearing in once in a while for explanatory purposes. I do it to keep actually certain sections of society away from my ass because I can't be dealing with it. So if I'm just got like, bucket mouth, they should keep the fuck away. It works a treat. It's called psychology, guys. Anyway, let's get some groovy color on me because I'm not feeling that multicolored thing today. All right, what color is that? There you are. Regenerate my crown chakra with some violet. So Denise Max is here. Good to see you. Cliffy's here as well. Another huge rally in London. I've seen a bit on Roxanne's channel, but only a bit because I was in town. I didn't take battery charge. I didn't take fucking anything with me. I was so wanted to get there. I forgot everything. So there's Lee, who is Flat Earth British. Flat Earth British. Right, Lee, speaking. That's my my ships thing. My Flat Earth British ships thing. Sending love from your Flat Earth British fam. So people saying that to me, this it's like family, isn't it? It's like, yeah. It's like all of them we can't even talk to. It's like, yeah, no, it's ridiculous. So it was, yes, my brother, that is Chris Brown. Yeah, I am live on YouTube, yeah. So it was a fantastic day. Anyway, I'll show you a bit of it. So here's Jenny. Oh, I like your swearing. Yeah, I don't like the C words and all of that. It's really horrible. And I don't do it like vulgar. Yeah, it's just playful. It's just, there is a line, you know, guys. But like somebody said I was like, you know, really bad person and evil and everything. So, and said I was a sinner. So I told them, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I love a good sin, me. Yeah, fucking hell. I'll repent. I'll do confession. In fact, I'll do a dirty confession, right? It might take a little while. JG. I want to be burnt like a red Indian. I caught a bit of sun today, but I was only out like 4 or 5 hours. It was windy. You catch us in the wind. Dean, good to see you. Man, I like that kind of funeral. Real fun. Fuck yeah. So yeah, 2 days ago, no, yesterday, they took a guy out in a bin bag 3 doors down. So he's dead. There are police there all day. So I don't know whether he's like killed himself or he just died. No one knew he was there or give a fuck. And he was just like, you know, went a bit manky. So they took him away in a bin bag, and I just thought to myself, fuck me. You know, that guy's been, 75, 80 years, whatever, you know, just a bitch for them. And then, like, his son totally life is being taken away in a bin bag. Now, I dig that he's not in there, guys, but it's just the respect that they show us in this place, you know? Fucking disgusting. Anyway, that's just me having a little rant. Don't like the way they treat people. But, you know, a lot of truths were talked about today, and it was like, yeah. Guy came up to me. He was like, "Do you as 111 peer into you?" It was like, "What? Yeah." I was like, "Zing, buzz," just hugging everybody. It was fucking fantastic. Love a bit of that. Is Andrew Berry your bro? I don't know, Ben. Who's Andrew Berry? Is he just in a? You know, what, Britain? Yeah, there's millions on the island. I don't know everybody, although everyone seems to know me. Annabella Echo. I thought things were opening up in the place in the UK. Yeah, man, you never seen nothing like Cardiff today. Yeah, swear to God. Now we got a big club scene here, a big nightlife. Yeah, a lot of nightclub shit like that. Looking down St Mary Street, I thought, how the fuck am I going to get down there? It was just thick with people, like an international rugby day. It was fantastic. Most people I've seen in years, or over a year anyway. No, years. It was more people than were out before lockdown. Fantastic. So, and not all a bunch of not give a fuckers, and most of them are babos. You know, I can't even look at them these days. These people, even the people on these adverts that come up on the internet and all that, they all look exactly the same. The females look the same, and the males look the fucking same. They've got the same fucking haircut, same fucking smarmy look on their fucking face. Oh, it's just diabolical. So, Carriage, Sonia, loved your last video. Yes, Sonia, you look very, very pretty. I'm very happy in your last video. You bring light like a shining beacon to humanity. In fact, all of you do. What would we do without you all? Rabbit, stop eating my fucking house. Pan's Labyrinth. I got a shirt. No, I haven't. It's not Pan's Labyrinth. Yes, it is. It's Labyrinth. Thank you, Sage. Hippie. Bandana. Busy Truth. Tatarian is a big topic. So I met a flat earther guy. He's giving my, he might turn up tonight. I told him I was going live. And I said, do you know about Tatarian and mud flood? He said, no. Just happens we're outside one of the best Phoenician buildings you can ever see, Cardiff City Hall. Right, it's full of demons and Phoenicians, everything on it. So I explained to him, and then I showed him the red bricker at the end of the street, and then I explained, how civilization was stolen and how we were before. So he totally digged it and totally got it. It's not too complicated. I didn't tell him about the mud flooders and etc. But get the civilization could be taken out and hidden from history, which is exactly what's happened. So next flu season, no, John, no, they've cured flu. There is no flu anymore. So thinking on that, they say like, oh, the flu's gone because of masks. Yeah. So basically, if everyone would have worn masks 10 years ago, they could have cured the flu forever and saved tens and tens of millions. They're not going to fucking do that, are they? Not then, because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit now. Yeah. So the government's like winding up for another lockdown for fucking June, and this is a definite, isn't it? They're going to say there's this new Indian variant. I know what they're playing at. They're far from over with this, and the reset hasn't even fucking started yet. Do you know how I know? Because we're all still here. Okay? There's people gone. There's a lot of people gone. Since the pandemic started, I've seen half a dozen people taken out the street. There's no one living below me. She went to hospital, never got out. There's a block of 4 flats there. Only 2 are occupied. The other 2, exactly the same. Last summer gone. One just up by here, the guy yesterday. There's 6 or 7 just in my little circle here of empty houses of dead people. Now, I dig that they're, you know, retirement homes, but fuck, oh, guys, that's a lot. It's like half the people in this little cul-de-sac dead. So I got to thinking about that last night. I was thinking, shit, you know, I got to get me out of here. I'll be up, hopefully, like I said, I'm going to hopefully want to go to London on the 29th. We'll all meet up in Speakers and organise, and then we can have a meet there, okay? Because we were gonna have a party in London anyway, so I'll work on that, okay? That's not long, only a week, and it gives me a bit of time, okay? Now, usage. Let's say some usage, okay? We're going to think about gas. Now, there's a few surprises in this, stuff that I didn't actually know myself, especially concerning, well, subjects I'm probably not allowed to mention, so I won't say them out loud, okay? But that C word that you're not allowed to say. So, John, good evening to you as well, my friend. Anyway, flat thumbs and lovage to everyone. Why did that just come up? I just got notified for my own video. It's been on like fucking half an hour. YouTube was rubbish. Just saying. It's all gone to shit. It used to be 8 years ago. It's poo now. Oh, I'm sure all the YouTubers, content providers will concur. So, yeah, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live on Flat Earth News Reports Facebook channel, which is Richard Lopez's Epic channel on Facebook page. And talking about book age, my book came out last week, if you do not know, on Kindle, and it will be out in a physical copy early or next month. Just a matter of weeks, I will have it in my hand. Okay. And also it'll be on Amazon. Okay, so make sure to get in contact with your nearest bookshop and say, if you've got the Holy Grail of the Great Reset, I hear it's fantastic, I want it, and then they may order like 20,000 copies or something. That would be fantastic. Then get me out of the shitty council flat needy. Oh dear. So I hope them people I met today turn up in my chat feed. I would love to see them again, and I would love to say hi. So I'm keeping an eye on it all. There's Sonia, lovely. Any jolly news? Fuck yeah, Betty. Humanity's waking up, and its freedom is fucking upon us. Freedom for everybody, okay? They'll have to flatten it all, okay? They'll have to flatten it all. No more bills, no more fucking any of it. All gone. And then, gone, all right? It's going to be epic. We don't need governments. We don't need hierarchies. We don't need dictatorships. We do not need to be bullied by our governments and terrorized, okay? Like, I don't see no difference between the cows in the field senselessly grazing, like Pink Floyd would say, all day long, and the people who work in this place. There's no difference. I spoke to someone today. He could hardly talk. He was so tired from work. Yeah, so I gotta go and lay down. He's like a zombie, really ill. It's like, yeah, man, you're killing it on fucking looking after yourself, friends. Work, killing you. Melissa Flesh, good to see you. Tim Dale. Brian, I Am Human, Annabella Echo, good to see you, my friend. Tiny Mud Flood Research Group is excellent. Brilliant images on there. C19 and Tweezer. Peace and love to you. Lavage to Jenny. And ghost stories are good. I like ghost stories. They trip me out a bit. So, I don't know. I might have seen a ghost. I don't know. Is the devil standing in my bath a ghost? Not really, is it? It's more just the devil standing in my bath. So I had that. Told me he said he was the master when I asked him with my Brian. So, who are you? Well, I was shitting myself, literally. So I'm the master. So like, close the shower curtain fucking quick. Pray God, please make it go away. Or make him go away. And it disappeared. It's like, but his like essence and residual was there. So he's still there, but invisible, but not there. So that shit me up as well. Celtic Lee Macaulay. Yes, my brother. Good to see you. It's epic, isn't it? Oh, Future of the Past. You're brilliant. Oh, your stuff. I love your videos. And I love the one you does all of that groovy stuff with the chroma key in it. You should do a camping thing at some point. I got a caravan outside. It hasn't moved since it's been there. I got nowhere. Just got nowhere to take it. If I had friends with fields, I have, but it's up north, and I've got a car. I'll work on it. I was hoping something would turn up. I thought, fucking, where is everything? I'll sort it out, love. I would definitely sort it out. I want to get some camping. We got like a Midsummer Eve thing up north of England, but that's only going to be like not that many people can go when everyone's going to want to go. So I've been offered some places, one in London and that, but it was all like I had to do thinking and stuff. And I'm not being lazy or anything, guys, but I prefer if people do shit for me because I'm busy as fuck, you know, sort of running a worldwide movement. You dig it? Oh, enjoy. Roads always empty at night. We're going to talk about that now. Then you should say that. Good little segue. We're getting to that. Jab is causing deaths in India, fake COVID. Yeah. Bollocks, wank. Not give a fuck about it. Anyway, that cover, the thumbnail, is in Denver Airport. Yeah. So when did they paint that in Denver Airport to show a load of sproggages with face masks on, guys? Yeah. 20 years ago. Pretty kills it, don't it, when like they make the film Songbird in 2019, you know, full year before the epidemic, and it's about the epidemic and how it's all going to go down, and nobody says like, how did you know to make a film? Don't know, just good guesswork, I guess. Whatever. So anyway, enjoy your time here. We're going to have loads of laughs along the way. Okay, don't take life so seriously and live in the now. Okay, buzz, feel fantastic, and just don't listen to the chatter and telling you bullshit in your head. It's only them. Most of the chatter in your head is given by them. Any doubts is given by them. Don't need to anymore. You're not alone. You've never been alone. You've got the Most High looking after your back. It don't get no better than that. Yeah? It's like, what better? You know, there's no bigger to look after you. So you just fucking absolutely sort it. Okay? So why even worry? Yeah? I'll talk about death later. I don't think it's a thing. I never did, actually. And I've witnessed a lot of it, so I don't think it's a thing. Okay. I think that's another Phoenician paradigm. Okay. I've popped out of this matrix on numerous occasions in my lifetime, and I know there's a lot more to this reality. It's a multi-dimensional affair. A lot more going on, and a lot more entities that you can perceive on the visible light spectrum. You know, they're close by. They can see us, but we can't see them. Sometimes we can in our peripheral vision. You know, some maybe shadows, figures, maybe. Sometimes if we shift our frequency, we're in a theta state, like you're going to drop off, you're feeling really, really tired, then you see things come through in that stage as well. Okay? It's just shifting your vibration will like changing a radio station, radio 1, radio 2. Okay? Sometimes it can be a sharp jump, sometimes it can be general. Depends. The universe looks after you. So Betty, there is Jilly, my friend, Jilly Proofitch. Good to see you, Jilly, love. And Mike James. And Brian. Who's got a Brian? Brian's got a Brian. A Bumblebee Junior too. Brennan. Good to see you, my brother. So anyway, let's get some, let me have a drink, get my shit together, and we'll start. I'm just talking now. Can't you deliver posted to your house, says Tom Kitten. What, is that what you got? What country are you in? Hallelujah. So Ritzy there as well. Good to see you. I want to try a DMT for the connection. Would be epic. Do you know, Ritzy? Well, be careful, matey, okay? Because some people, it's not for them. I'm a bit skeptical. I don't know. If you're doing it for a spiritual process that you need, because what you find, I explained to a young lady today that, you know, I was hanging around with these two girls today. They were fantastic, wide awake. But she wanted to know about DMT. And she is microdosing. And I explained, like, you know, that she's going through, since she's been microdosing, an emotional time. She's filled up all the time and like on the edge of tears. And I went, yeah, this is part of it. And then explained to her that, you know, that with this process, it makes you confront and face all of those shitty things you've done before. It's a clearing out filter system. So you have to face them, deal with them, and then forgive yourself. And then forgive yourself. That's a biggie. And then once you've done that, you know, you can peel back that layer. Gone. It's gone. And then you can get on to the next stage. But it's a process. You have to go through that. And it can be painful, emotionally painful. but it does help with that process. And then you get to a point then, and then you start to feel, you know, absolutely fantastic, etc. And creative, and you know, your synapses are working and firing like they should. So Jenna says, so true, indeed it is. But it is a part of it, you know, this, you know, facing, you know, we all, you know, the things that we've done in our lives, everybody, you know, it's been forced on us. It's been a mechanism for survival, for fucking money, this, that, and the other, and just fake, superficial bullshit that we thought was real, and we didn't know any better, and now we do, you know. So that's the difference, guys. You know, all you got is right in front of you. Now, you know. All the rest, don't take none of it with you. It's bullshit. All of it. Attachment, it's just bullshit. All, you know, people together is where it's at. I'm telling you now. Unity with people together, there is no buzz greater I can think of. It just buzzes me, it flattens me when I see people together, full of love, on the same side, you know, for fucking freedom. It's just the best buzz there is, guys. Fucking love it. Exactly, the findings of other realms unknown. Well, yeah, there are other entities, and you can pop out of this matrix. You can do it without the use of psychedelics. We've got enough in our body anyway that if you are, you know, you can learn how to release, you know, these psychoactive properties and compounds within our bodies already. You know, we already have DMT. This is what releases when we have the fight and flight mechanism. Yeah, it's what gives us that fucking edge. Is the DMT. It also releases at the moment of death. This chemical, if you want to call it that, compound. Verdicts there. Good to see you, my friend. Cat Hat. Michael De Silva. And there's Alex there. Hello, sweetness. I had your Book of Enoch sent to me. Hi, Key. I just haven't had time. I haven't been here to write back, but very, very thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely Finnish person. Lavage, says Denise. Go say it like that. Lavage. Okay, so I told you I spoke loads of languages fluently. That's French, by the way. Lavage. The bad is here as well, Kim. I have been taught to consume. Well, we all have, but I was never into that anyway. I was always nothing like. It was never been one of them, me. Never been one of them. So it was easy for me anyway, not being in the Matrix. Good day, you flaming Mongols. That's nice, Tam. Good day, Tam. Good day, you flaming Mongols from Tammy and Oz. Fucking love Oz. He's a mentor. So, Aldous Huxley done LSD on his deathbed. Well, is that advisable? I don't know. You can't really ask him, can you? Was that fucking wicked or what? Probably. I tell you what's good. Tripping on an airplane. That's fucking good. Anyway, let's get on. Shareage. Now, let's think about gas. Not for long. And don't think about it in a morbid sense. We need a clear understanding if this is or not, looking at the evidence, a factor with resets. I'm just saying, yo. Okay? So, not to scare anyone, but, you know, it's a scary enough reality as it is. So, I guess you can just go with it. Onward. So, gas. We're going to think about mud floods. Now, this is Piranesi. If you're not familiar, he's my favorite engraver of all time, and he is fantastic. And he shows you this pre-classical world that was taken out in a mud flood. And in my Brian, this engraver was alive to witness all of this. He's done circuit board cities, as we know, like these from above, which are nothing more than a very complicated circuit board, which is supposed to be Rome. And the mud flooded Rome. Now, the Colosseum, this is supposed to have fallen off, and there was a bit that came out here as well, which got added to later, also fallen off in a gigantic earthquake. Now, I found the Glastonbury Tor is a church is on top of a tor in England. They say the rest of it fell down in an earthquake in the 1400s. So I thought, well, that's curious, because I went to a church once when I was young in Crickhowell in Wales, and they said that the half the church had fallen off in an earthquake. And I'm thinking, how was earthquakes so prevalent in Britain in the 1400s, in the official narrative too, when they're not now? So this is, you know, looks like when the water's receding off of Rome after its Renaissance flood. But okay, Something came through, shattered everything, and water possibly, maybe a bit of meltage. But the fact still remains that they dug bunkers, okay? And Rome is near a fault line, as it goes right the way through the Mediterranean into Turkey and then off into Asia. But you can see, you know, this is mud flooded, this building, even before this period. These buildings are just so old and then just built to survive the mud flood. This looks like the mud is actually in and up here, over these windows here, going up. So yeah, the mud is still there at this period, no doubt about it. Look at the size of these statues. Yeah, mud's still there. So would that kill everyone? Well, no, because it's still there. And if you got up in these buildings when there's mud on the street, to my Brian, you could survive it. There is the miasmic factor. Talk about miasma as a possible cause for illness anyway and disease, and probably that's what it is that makes people in the first place, is bad air quality and atmospheric changes electromagnetically. When you get to a certain point in this cycle, which we find ourselves in, which you completely lied about, and it's completely something different. So what we find here is Piranesi's prisons. Now, if you know about Piranesi, he's done a whole school focusing on these giant prisons underground. Now, these are the size of people. As you can see, there's big change. So it would appear that these were built for giants at some stage. I don't know, these are animals. I don't know. So these are under the cities. Are they there? Deep down? Were they once on the surface? And here is the destroyed classical world. Now, I can show you evidence in a short while of how many earthquakes Rome has had, and its gas leaks, and the whole narrative cut in with gas. Everything from the Oracle of Delphi. And for my Brian, as I explained to you, the First World War and the Second World War are telling us something specific. Even the official narratives, as we know, are tweaked, not to be believed, but they do tell us something, okay? So here's the shattered world, and here's a Piranesi's prison. So, yeah, maybe they had the reset people down there, keeping them, bringing them up after, safely out of the way of any noxious air, mud. Volcanoes also give off sulfur that can choke. Look at this. Look at this for mud. Any doubts? And the fall of the classical world just at this period here, look. And Piranesi, he's not imagining this. He's there. He's showing us what he saw. No doubt about it, in my Brian. And look at this. Glittering civilization that went before us. Super futuristic technologies stolen, corrupted from the super futuristic Tartaria, which we'll show you evidence for in this post, believe it or not. Yeah, that's pretty splatting and fantastic. So one can only guess, but here they are, the old Ladderline. We know about this, don't we? And when they come in later, post-mud flood. So just imagine the gas might be a factor for a second, okay? Look how deep that is, Constantine Arch. The mud is up there. That's groovy, that is. Look at that, guys. Right away up there. This is going right down. Wow. Imagine the size of this building here if the column was that big. Wow. So that is St. Peter's Square, and this is beautiful. I've had this as a thumbnail a couple of times. You can get a color image of it, but just grabs the imagination, doesn't it? It's like the collection of all the remnants of the classical world put in one place, like a warehouse or something. Okay, let's move on. So you get the idea. And they went into bunkers. Would the bunkers keep you safe in a mud flood or a flood? Who knows? And then there's the old missing people. Now, so think about that. So at some periods in the Victorian era, around, you know, from about maybe 1850s up to 1870s, you get this specific hue of photograph, you get vanilla skies, you get tampered footage, but what you do get is the world flooded, mud flooded, no infrastructure, roads gone, any lampposts, any little islands with planters or trees, gone, gone, gone. And you find it with just thousands of images of the classical world. Everybody seems to be missing. There's just nobody at home. You do get, you know, scattered people around later, but for the size of some of these cities, you would think there would be a lot of people around. These buildings are built for, you know, many, many thousands of people, trillions of people. You know, these huge streets that we have in our cities. Yeah, when you get to the photographs, there's only 1 or 2 people around. Hardly anyone, except the San Francisco 1906 video, coincidentally set up, yeah, to make it look like there's loads of people, when in reality, there's no one really at home. So could it be the case? Maybe they're all on lockdown. Who even knows? Maybe they're all on lockdown, pandemic. Or could it be that there's been noxious air and gas? Anyway, let's move on. Food for thought. That one's a nice photograph. That sums up Tartaria nicely. Look at that. There's schools in Britain that are like this, but how many of these buildings are in our Western world? What they call it. This is Charleston, First World War. Again, nobody around for all of them people. For all them buildings, excuse me. So yeah, so maybe missing populations, maybe mud flood, maybe flooding did not kill billions of people, but a mixture of them all, and definitely poison gas. So I think about poison gas. No, it's a big factor of society. World War I, it was the worst that had ever been used, they say. Now, if you look, I got a book in the room called Eco Wars, and they show you that chemical weapons were used way, 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 way back, and they're in the basically the art of war, Sun Tzu as well. Chemical weapons are in there, and you know that's ancient. So this is the First World War. It was a terrible thing. They had first use was on Ypres front, where they used chlorine gas, and it burns their lungs out, it burns their eyes out. They're never the same again, and they suffer bad health their entire lives, and they have to go home once gassed. It is a very pitiful sight to see a young man gassed, apparently. So it was hell to fighting. They used it for barrages, get the gas, drop it off, run into it, fight with a mask on. And here's Adolf Hitler as a young runner. Oh, there he is. Sorry, Adolf. There he is. As a young runner in the First World War, and he got gassed badly, but unfortunately it was mustard gas. Now, mustard gas is a bastard. Mustard gas sticks. Mustard gas. Look at these. So they had like a bit like today, rudimentary. They could urinate on them, and that would stop some of the gas going through, they would say. And you could wear a pair of goggles, maybe swimming goggles, and that would stop your eyes burning out. But your clothes would still be infected. So World War II, there's one of those Mickey Mouse masks that I just showed you. And this nasty, evil-looking thing has got a baby in one of these. So they made millions and millions of these in World War II. They made them in World War I, but they didn't issue them to every Briton. So the gas burns. It burns your skin off as well and leaves you like that, okay? Mustard gas is a nightmare, and you're never going to believe what they did with it. You're just never going to believe it. And Lee, Flat Earth British, can you hear me? What was your random shit word of 3 weeks ago? Mustard, you said. Mustard. And there it is, chlorine gas being poured. Now, it wasn't a good weapon to use, because if the wind changed, it would come back on your own lines and kill all your own men. So you had to make sure that it was favorable winds. Otherwise, don't use it. And the winds had to be going in the right direction also, okay? So, yeah, so they put one on a donkey as well to protect them from breathing. So, just like the face masks of today, and they were to protect you from poison gas. Isn't that curious? Just like the ones of today, First World War, from poison gas. That was nasty. The flamethrower, that could spoil your day, I guess, maybe. And there is a mustard gas container, canister. Even though that looks quite, you know, doesn't even look frightening, in my Brian, knowing what that is like a nightmare in a canister. That is hell there. That is mustard gas. Other types of breathing apparatus for saving you in poison gas attack there, and preparing in the war in Britain on the home front, practicing with gas attacks. So the narrative is that they gave a load of gas masks out. It must have been a hell of a lot of money to the British public, okay, to protect us from any potential air attacks. So the gas mask is a mask used to protect the wearer from inhaling airborne pollutants and toxic gases. The mask forms a seal cover over the nose and mouth and may also cover the eyes, other vulnerable soft tissues of the face. Most gas masks are also respirators, although the word gas mask is often used to refer to military equipment such as field protective mask, the scope used in this article. Anyway, what I find fascinating is the masks. And they got everyone wearing masks now. I just can't help thinking is, you know, they're saying from the threat is from an air attack. Okay, guys, this is the threat. And we got planes going over dumping shit on us day after day after day, haven't we? Airborne, toxic materials, haven't we? Barium, aluminium. What is this other stuff in there? Other biological agents. Maybe they've been fucking gassing us. Just saying, yeah. For example, mustard gas. You're not going to believe what they did with mustard gas. You're just not going to believe it. Chlorine gas, well, they stick it in your fucking swimming pool, don't they? That's that nasty ass smell that burns your eyes in the swimming pool. Other particulates and other biological agents may filters include protection of both types. Anyway, the first mask circulated lens made either of glass, mica, cellulose, and there was another one. Polycarbonate as well. Now check out what nasty shit they had in the filtration system. This is going to blow you away. Check this out. Filter types. Okay. US color, EU class color. So this is the color they are in America, I guess in Europe. Okay. So the brown one is a low boiling, okay, organic compounds in a gas mask. And brown, high boiling organic compounds. Gray, inorganic gases, hydrogen sulfide, chlorine, hydrogen, cyanide. Okay. Yellow, acidic acids, sulfur dioxide, and hydrogen chlorine. Okay. Green, ammonia, and manganese. Whatever that is. Black is carbon monoxide. And what is this? Red. Mercury vapor. Huh? Red color is mercury vapor. Are they having a laugh? Are they having a laugh? So orange is 33, but it's also radioactive. Coinky dink. Well, we know that iodine will sort you out as well, and methyl iodine. We know this by now. This iodine in cigarettes, by the way. White, purple in US. Particles. So yeah, that's what they protect you from, and fucking other stuff as well. Uses there. So they gave them out to every single person in the British Isles, apparently, to keep us safe from an airborne attack of poisonous gases. Now we're in a pandemic. There's planes buzzing around all the time. They disappear. The weather goes to shit. The stuff that just fills the air all comes down. Could they be poisoning? Or could they? Even in the future. So is it an aspect in history and society that this stuff's going on? Fuck yeah, it is. So Hitler, yeah. So they give everyone a gas mask because they say that the threat is Adolf Hitler is going to gas us. Okay. Although they come along later, 1946, and say, oh, he had a specific kind of juice called Zyklon V. And he used it to gas loads and loads of people, don't you know? So this, hang on. So you've issued in 1938, before the war is actually kicked off on scaremongering, on fear, okay, gas masks to all the British public, including all of the schools, because you think you may have an aerial gas attack from a man who deploys chemical weapons because he's been gassed himself and had hysterical blindness, etc. Does that make any sense? So they had no reason to think Hitler would gas us. Okay, that's just bullshit. So I think there was something else going on. And let me tell you now. So First World War, when this went on, they're using chlorine gas, they're using mustard gas. They poison all these men. And what happens? the moment World War I finishes in 1919, guys, Spanish flu epidemic is what happens. World War II, there was another epidemic. Maybe it's not all electromagnetic changes. Maybe it was chemical compounds that were used. You wouldn't believe to what extent. So I'm saying, no, it's not feasible. Hitler would have dropped gas on us, and it's not the right thing to give every single person in Britain a gas mask on a scare. So I think there was something else definitely afoot. Check this out. This is the US Department of Veterans Affairs information on mustard gas, which is a hellish substance, yeah? You're not going to believe what they've done with it. Oh my God, oh my God. But check this out, right? So it gives you what is mustard gas. It's a nasty-ass thing. Mustard gas experiments. In the 1940s, the Department of Defense recruiting volunteer soldiers, subjects for experiments using mustard gas to alleviate clothing, ointments, and equipment to protect American troops from mustard gas attacks. Because as I said, everything is contaminated. If you touch somebody with this stuff on you, they can fucking die. It's that bad. Nearly 60,000 military personnel were involved in a wide range of exposures, most of them participating in mild exposures, a drop of the agent on their arm in a patch test. Is this sounding familiar? And 4,000 soldiers were subjected to severe full-body exposures as a part of the field exercise over contaminated ground areas. So basically run into a fog of mustard gas, guys. Yeah. They did this to people, guys. That many. They poisoned them. And look at what it gave them. Yeah. Chronic conjunctivitis, leukemia. Oh, just the worst illnesses. Chronic lymphitis, bronchitis, emphysema, asthma. Just fucked them up completely, and they were testing it on people. Oh, I bet it was more widespread than that. So let's have a think about, they say, now to me, this is just pathetic. I tell you why plate tectonics is silly to me, guys. It just is. Okay, we have no proof of it. Okay, there's a fault line ripping through California. I think we've just about sort of getting an inkling what's happening there, aren't we, guys? Plus, there was a massive mud flood in Oregon, which would have connected that island, California, the ship, at some stage, or the floater. Yeah? So these are all fault lines. If you notice, most of them are at the bottom of oceans. So we can't really check on them. And the Atlantic Ridge. So we can't really check on them. And they rip through, like I said, the center of the Mediterranean there. Okay, but there's none in Northern Europe, none in Britain, none in Spain, but it rips through where Rome is exactly. Okay, and down into India and the places that suffer earthquakes. Now, even with their bullshit of globage, yeah, think about this for a second. They're saying that these massive tectonic plates are on a bed of lava and they are all moving. Okay, rubbing against one another, which is what causes earthquakes, the pressure of them rubbing two plates together because it's all moving. Now, their ball is supposed to be spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, 1,042 miles an hour at the equator. That would give you some centrifugal effects, definitely rim velocity accelerated exponentially, which would mean if this was a reality, all of this shit would fly off or just clump up into one big fucking ball. So even in their bullshit, that's bullshit. So I'm saying plate tectonics isn't a thing, but I'm saying there are faults, and I'm thinking it's because of this floating aspect of this, and this thing moves because it's on water. They're telling us there's oceans below us. It's not lava, it's not fault lines, they're island continents on the move. Some are at anchor. There's more in here. There's probably ones as big as South America here, just down by here. Yeah, these could be all different islands, all just moving along. Yeah, how much we don't fucking know about this place. So I'm not buying that. I never did. Okay, I'm saying something else has happened. So on these fault lines, yeah, where they rub together, it releases huge amounts of gas. Okay, which can be found out about through the narrative. There was a giant one in Japan in recent Tokyo. There was a gas leak there, but that was more ruptured gas mains, but definitely gas. So Pakistan earthquake has been belching out poisonous gases, okay, and they've had to evacuate the entire area forever. There's also one somebody told me about in Turkey. They say there's a radiation leak there. Is it more conceivable that is some sort of swamp gas that's fucking killing people? I think it might be. So yeah, it is in the narrative, and there are leaks of noxious stuff that comes out of earthquakes, which can kill. It can kill large amounts of people. It can kill fucking billions if it comes in a large amount, like clouds blowing in. Okay, so that is one aspect. I think this should not be ignored. I think gas is definitely a thing. Excuse me. Okay, let's see how it corresponds to the Teutonics. So San Francisco's on a fault line there, which is why they say that they're getting earthquakes. Also here. So yeah, toxic gas seeping up from below is a definite thing, I think. And I think that could kill billions too. Anyway, check this out for spooky. Yeah? Sorry, my computer just went off. Oh, I didn't like this. Oh, I did not like this. So, rescue work shifts through the debris left by an explosion in a munitions shipyard in Bari in the harbour in Italy in 1945. And what they find is all of these canisters. And they're saying, in 1945, yeah, poisonous history of chemotherapy. Second World War's disaster fueled the crusade for cancer treatment by this woman, yeah. There's been a bit of an argument down, but guys, fact still remains, yeah, they were using mustard gas, yeah, that killed people in World War I in such a horrible fashion. They see the disaster that it caused in the trenches, and they thought, well, fuck me, this will be good. Maybe it can kill all the fucking poisonous cancer cells. 2nd of December 1943, German soldiers attacked an Italian port of Bari. The onslaught cost at least 1,000 lives and sunk 17 ships. This is a really big offensive. One was carrying 2,000 bombs loaded with deadly mustard gas. So right at the end of the war, they got a chemical plant going when all of Germany at that point lies in fucking ruins. Dresden's a burnt shell. And they're saying that they got like this chemical mustard gas. Anyway, I think there was something else going on with it. The gas, which was actually in liquid form, mixed with oil from the sinking tankers to create a deadly slick that could cling to sailors' skin as they swam to safety. That's horrific. Many of them made it to a local hospital where they were greeted with blankets to wrap around their poison-soaked bodies, sealing their fate as they awaited care. The agony set in for hours and days later. Stunned nurses found themselves with wards of full, swollen, blistered patients, temporarily blind. That's not very nice, is it? So anyway, the big secret, it brings out harrowing new to life is following military physician, okay, uncovered the truth about the chemical compound. In his efforts, contributed to the development of chemotherapy, seeding the cancer research juggernaut, funny word, that dominates drug discovery to this day. So they used it for a while. I don't know if they still are, but the fact still remains they're using maybe Agent fucking Orange or DDT. But I'm saying mustard gas was used for chemotherapy. Is this still now? The place is insane. This is a fucking nut house. We're in a lunatic asylum. Rome. So it's been taken out. Maybe the classical world fell. Maybe they all got killed. Billions by gas. Researchers found 6 big quakes in the last 9,000 years. Don't worry about that time period. Could be the same earthquake that, according to medieval historians, damaged the Colosseums and the buildings in Rome. Now, we've covered this, and it wasn't, stick an eye on that, I-443, okay? And then you'll find that Rome was decimated in a flood. I've covered it. The terrible deluge in the noble city of Rome at this period. And I feel they're saying there's an earthquake at this time as well. And I'm saying that there might have been a gas leak or a leak of natural gas. Okay. So Rome's definitely looking like it could get another. So we'll keep an eye on the earthquakes, but check this list of earthquakes in Italy. Well, quite early. How can they know that far back anyway? They can't, can they? So is Rome really on the brink of a catastrophic earthquake? Could be, so they say. Who even knows? So, did gas because of earthquakes or the classical world? Is it an aspect? I think it might be, looking at all this. Anyway, just moving on. Moving on. And another clue might be that they tell you that the prophecies of the Oracle of Delphi, and we know the Oracle is definitely in the Matrix film, the biggie. You can't do anything if you're the one, unless you've seen the Oracle, yo. Lips may have been loosened by gas vapors. So what they're saying is she was over a fault line. Okay, and this place can be found today, apparently. And it gave up vapors, so gases, which made her trip out, and then she got prophetic visions, rising gases from a chasm. So it's even included in the Oracle of Delphi. I think that there's a lot more as well, but these are just a few that I picked up in the last day or so. But I haven't had a lot of time on my hands just yet. This week I've been really, really busy. So let me come back for a second. Stop sharing. You're on platforms. Hi, Squirk Skull. Hi, Chris. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Michael. Hi, Canada. Me. Good to see you all. Hi, Blue Sky. Hi, Bandana. Sharama. Being so generous with sheep all my life. Yeah, me too. Gave. They are willfully ignorant now. Ugly stuff. Yeah, but that was weird today because I'll show you on this film. And then I got it on film. I'll bring it up now. We're watching now. Some really pig, fucking ignorant people shouting at us. Yeah, and the girl said to me when I said, "Oh, ignore them." She said, "Yeah, but isn't it funny?" Oh, it is up next. She said, "Oh, isn't it funny though? When we're trying to help them, where you're fighting for them and they're against us." It's like the irony stinks, and it's so true. You know, where you're marching for all your freedoms, for your children's future, and you're fucking slagging us off because you're one of them. I've never been one of them. I said during this really crazy fucking Palestinian protest, there was another big one in Bristol. Hi, Mel. Good to see you. There was another one in Bristol as well, big one today. So, yeah, I was in the Palestinian protest. It was really big. So I'm in the middle of it all. And with another Palestinian, another guy came up to me, he knew me. He said, "Hiya, Matt." He slung his arms around me. "Give me a hug. I got it on film." It's like, well, I'm big in the Palestinian community then, at least. Anyway, so I joined that, and it was very buzzy. But like I was thinking, it'd be great if he could just join up with us. Yeah, we'll have a bigger army. Anyway, so all my friends are here in the house. I'm very happy. It's been a buzzing day. As I said, most days been with me all day. I've had chills divine all the way through it. Met some fantastic people. I never knew there was hundreds of truthers. I was grizzling like a bastard about it, wasn't I, guys? And now, yeah, I was like happy as a pig in shit. It was all like truthers in Wales. And they're all fucking dancing. We had music on. We was dancing. It was fucking fantastic. You'd have loved it, man. You'd have loved it. It was fantastic. Mustard. Who fucking knew? Yeah, you knew. That's why that word was dropped on me. That's why this moment arrived, because of that word you dropped on me about 2-3 weeks ago. No coincidence. Don't believe in him. OG Scotty, good to see you. Jenny, Mary Smith. Oh, I can't really read that because my brain's fucking fried. My mate's had the jab today. Did his bollocks explode? Did his knob fly off with little wings? Listen, you can have that jab later on, right? You'd just be walking down the road and you just like spontaneous decombust. You just go splat all over the shop window. Just saying. Can't confirm or deny any of that. But it don't look really good, do it? Truth-tainment. So, yeah, my interview this week with my friend Clive. Check that out, guys. It was on before this, and I do apologize for the cut feed today, but I was a silly sausage, and basically, I didn't bring any fucking battery life with me. Or call time. So, Next, I'm going to share a bit of the truth in today. The first bit's with the Palestinians, okay? It's only a couple of minutes, but it's quite buzzy and it's quite noisy. They were a nice bunch. They was dancing with us and having a good time. I really liked them. They thought I was one of them. I get away with anything, me. I just like, I'm one of you. Yes, I. So then later on, our lot turns up and they came down Queen Street. There was hundreds of them. I thought, yeah, maybe 1,000 or something when they all turned up. Richard Lopez. My arty. Much love, Richard, my brother. Check this out. You love this. Yeah. So I was in two protests today. The two crashed into one another. I thought this is gonna I wonder if there'd be any problems now, like big, Palestinians fighting truthers thing going down. There nearly was. Anyway, check this out. I'm going to mute my microphone a second, guys, because I'm going to play this bit of film. The second bit of footage, right, is a bit shaky because I've got people hugging me and kissing me all the time, yeah? So, like, I'm not really worried about my camera, okay? Happy as a pig in shit. I like people. Fuck me tears. Fuck me tears, my brother. If you are, I guessing that's a male name. Verdict, you're as wise as a sausage, Martin. Yes, I am. I'm an old sausage, and I'm going to London, hopefully, Verdict, because I got invited today to speakage. Okay, so I'm going to do some damage to these. Clipper lighter for me, very smooth, 60s action. Yes, you are. I love your lighter. It's a really good lighter. Oh, I am Wales. How many Welsh people in the chat? Say Welsh things to me. Say, come here, Bath. Yeah, because I felt very, very. I know pride is bullshit nationalism, but it was nice to see awake people of my own country. I was like, yeah, you not fucking retards. Yes, I was like that. So I was buzzing all day. I'm being being Martin. You're deliciously contagious, Martin, says Carolyn. Yeah. I know. So people keep telling me. When's that? 29th? Yeah, man. Yeah, Verdict. Hopefully meet you at the circle thing. Okay, in speakers, that circle thing. That's what I'm heading for. That's what I said anyway. But last time I missed it. I don't want to get grabbed or anything. Are you back in, boy? But like the same token, I know fuck loads of people there. Nostalgia, bra. Yakida. Oh, Mel speaks fluent fucking Welsh. Yeah, split not time on me. I learned the Welsh. I don't speak Welsh. Rebecca Mardis, Ohio, smack dab between Toledo and Cleveland. Sweet Rebecca. Mary. Okay, so I'm going to mute my microphone now. Let's watch a little bit of. Sorry about the shaky camera. I don't know value in that because I'm not brilliant at outdoor things, but I am going to improve. I need some. I need an SD card. Is what I need. More memory. Get my shit together proper for outdoor filmage in time for 29th. Anyway, peace and love to you. Have a fantastic time while you're here. We got some funny stuff to come up later, picks of the day, and all sorts of stuff. So stick around. I don't know how many's watching. 576 of you, absolutely fantastic. And people everywhere dotted around. I don't care anyway. I'd be happy if it was a dozen. I'm not bothered anymore. Anyway, peace and love.
From the river to the sea.
Well, go on.
Hello, people. Hey, I guess a hug. What's happening? I just been stuck up in a Muslim with the Palestinians, but it was all fine. They didn't sign fucking one of them. That's great. Come on, guys! Woo, 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 woo! Sweet angel! You walking up or what? You walking?
Yeah, I'm gonna start the show.
What's happening, brother? Good to see you.
Good.
Oh well, ponged him at last. Hold that a sec. Celebrate. Freedom! Well, let's be careful about the food. Freedom! Go on, brother. What's happening? Come on, brothers and sisters. Fucking good. Yeah, man. Fucking epic, bro.
Office of National Statistics, look it up.
They're too fucking stupid to talk to. Don't even bother, love. Fucking retard. Go and watch the telly. Tell you the truth.
Freedom! Yeah, you
Fuck you. Fuck you too. Look back. About the filth up here.
Now that Palestinian one won loads. So yeah, it was a fantastic time. Then we went to the castle, excuse me, to the city hall, and we hung out in the park. It was absolutely hundreds. So the Palestinian one was really funky too. It was a really good buzz. So good, thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it was all British brothers and sisters, but it was just like everyone's getting that same buzz, guys. That, you know, like exactly how we feel now as a community. It's like it out there. They were just exactly like our fam. They knew all the same stuff as us. I met like maybe fucking dozen flat earthers. I can believe it. It's just like flat earth and flat earth British. Like flat earther, yeah, I'm a flat earther. Bringing me phones with pictures of them with flat earth t-shirts and shit on. I was just like, yeah, wow. So yeah, that was really good. I love doing all that. So on with the show, on with the activism. I like to do my bit for man. You know, basically, it's a good buzz as well, isn't it? So It was epic, Teresa. I'm not sure what happened with that video, why it didn't load there. That's a bit of a shame because it was quite good. But I don't know what happened. Just doesn't load, might be corrupted. Let me see. Excuse me. Smoky. It is corrupted. So I can put that back on a second. Just wind it up to where I was. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, what? This does come.
Because I got speaking to a guy as well who jumped up on the thing with me. So let me show you that. Excuse me a second. I'll just mute my microphone.
Check it out. Anything else happening today, is it?
Wow. This is all for Palestine.
This stinks, I know what it is. It stinks of a world war, this does, coming. I see no bombing. Fucking nuts, brother. Right, it's a fair old number come out. I was going to go by the city hall. I thought it was for like COVID. I did. Somebody sent me a link this morning. I should check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, you take it easy, right, brother? Good to see you. Oh, this is different.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Free. From to the sea. From the river to the sea.
There's only one little busy over there, look. But if that was COVID, it'd be hundreds.
So a bit of a shame that it's about division, isn't it? And it's, you know, a lot of mass goes there, but they were really fine people. Honestly, I hugs off a few of them. I had dancing with them when they went past our community. They were all shouting over to us, and we were all shouting over to them. Real good camaraderie going on. So I was thinking, you know, it's a shame, isn't it, guys? Imagine all of them with our lot. They were just like, they're all masking for the wrong causes. Yeah. Yeah, I get it that they're bitching about Palestine. Did they know who fucking made? Well, obviously they know who made Palestine. It was us, but you know, fucking YouTube videos again, doing all that. Well, what else is there? Are they there? Anyway, it was amazing, Buzz. They were fucking lovely people. Honestly, I fitted right in. I was like, yeah, this is all right. I did. I was buzzing. They were lovely. I spoke to them loads of them. I was with them for about an hour before I found our lot. I thought I'll join the Palestinians for a bit. Today, I'm mainly PLO. Anyway. Oh, hiya, brown eyes. Oh, my gosh. I've been spreading truth. Anyway, love to you as well. It's not the road. Anyway. Happy Flatterday. Feel happy. Do all happy things. Put a happy hat on. Fucking flat flummage. I'm going to have a gummy bear because I'm hungry. And my stomach needs a gummy bear because I've been doing activism, free and humanity stuff all day. Okay. Sweeties. So, let's get on with some usage now. Now we're going to do some... get that off. Now we're going to think about a delicate subject. Or maybe not. Life after death. Is there life after death? Is there death? Well, think about it in a strange sort of existential sense. It's very clever. I really, really like this when somebody sent this to me. So, you want a gummy bear? Can't have a gummy bear because I can't get it through the screen. Obviously, I would give you a gummy bear if I could. I'd give you all lovely gummy bears, guys, because I love you all, but I can't do it. Can I just give you an imaginary? Go like that. Thanks, Matt. It works. It works on a placebo effect. Yeah, the invisible tab. Try it. GG. Bane. Nice one. Martin coughing for truth. Anyway, let's get on with some usage. Now, okay. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Sweetness. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Let me entertain you. Holy wow. That's a good name. It's really sort of holy wow. NEDs. Well, we'll talk about them anyway. Let's have a think about this. Really clever, and I guess you're really thinking. Okay, for a second. Okay. So, where am I? I'm a bit lost. There I am. Womb life after death. Okay, so what we got? Excuse me. Next time you wonder about life after death, read this tale. I love it. Spiritual Nanda in the mother's womb where two babies are talking. Do you believe in life after delivery? Of course, there has to be something after delivery. This is nonsense. There can't be life after delivery. What type of life would that be? I don't know. But I think there will be more light than in here, and maybe we will walk around on our own legs and eat with our own mouths. This is absurd. Walking is impossible. The umbilical cord is too short. And eating with our mouths? Ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition. Life after delivery has to be excluded. Well, I think there must be something more. Maybe it's just a little different than here. No one has ever come back from it. Delivery must be the end of life. And after delivery is probably nothing but darkness. I don't care, but certainly we'll see Mother and she'll take care of us. I don't know, but certainly we'll see Mother and she will take care of us. Mother? You believe in Mother? Where is she now? I believe she is all around us. It's in her that we live. Without her, this world wouldn't exist. Oh, I'm sorry, but if I can't see her, it's only logical to me that she doesn't exist. Well, sometimes then we are silent. You can hear, I can sense her. So I'm sure there is another reality after this, and we're here to prepare ourselves for it. Author unknown. Ka-ching. Ka-ching. Makes you think that one, don't it? So I thought we'd take another look at the Dover, what did I say Dover for? Donut. Denver airport. Now, we know all about the weirdness underneath and all of the stuff that they did and their Masonic connections. And it's a bit like Georgia Guidestone, you know, and they got like, you know, Masonic shit all over their plaque for the Denver International Airport. But they put all of these weird spooky murals up, as you know. Not murals. So I thought we'd take another look at them, see if we could, after our decode of recent times, pick any more out of them. So what have we got? We got 2 whales jumping out of the water. Well, just like Phoenician whales, aren't they? With all, what are these clouds? Waves? I don't know. Gas? I don't know. So we have a group of people worshipping some sort of flowery object, which looks like something shamanic, something of a realmly. And I guess gardening Eden-y. Scottish man doing the Highland fling. African lady possibly. So possibly people from different countries doing their national dancage. And outside it, they got this evil demonic, as you probably know, horsage. You know, the Denver Airport horsage, which is a massive thing. This is not in Denver Airport, but I picked it up in the same links as when I was downloading the pictures. Frontline Heroes, Melbourne. Yeah? What's the fuck with this? So he's standing on a virus, which they made into a globe. He's a doctor. He's got a face mask on. The angel dim up, and he's like doing an atlas. Atlas was always in the celestial fucking sphere, by the way. Never a globe. You made that up. That bit recently, actually, by the way. So yeah, wow. So it's obviously like an apocalyptic theme, isn't it? You know. So I thought, well, considering they're always tipping us off, the social engineers. Because it's part of their thing is duper's delight and their buzz, you know, us not knowing and them walking around knowing. All under umbrella, a rainbow. So all under a rainbow. And we have some sort of, I don't even know, futuristic zombie army bloke. So what we make of this, they say peace, but, you know, in New World Order speak, peace is war. So we got a load of knives and swords put together with Italy and a Union Jack here. So is this meant to be who? Is that May? She wasn't around in 97, not Prime Minister. So that's unusual. Just people of the places. More swords put together like a bundle of fasces, the Americans and the French. She doesn't look French. He looks American. No? We had the Israelis and the Palestinians together here, side by side. What's with that after what we just witnessed today? And what's going down? And the atmosphere of a world war coming in the air. I had an homeless guy literally say to me, yeah, I feel like war coming, mate. I said, do you feel like it? I said, just listen. And all you could hear was shouting of tens of thousands and fucking weirdness and buzz. And it was all about like bombing and war. And I thought, for fuck's sake, it really does feel like that time. And you know, guys, if they're going to complete biblical narrative, which they are going to do, we're included in the biblical prophecy, by the way, then they were really going to have to take Table Mountain at some period, aren't they, to fulfill prophecy, which would explain why Hamas apparently are bombing shit out of the Jews, out of Israel. So that would fit with the end time prophecy. That would have to happen. And look at this. I can't blow it up. It's part of the murals as well, where they got all children face covered. This was in 97. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Did anyone have any questions? Why all of the children were of different countries were all masked up in this period of non-plaguage? Talking about tipping us off. What about this little item here? It looks like a chakra system. Everyone's like it's an idol. Everyone in awe of it. Everyone wanted to touch its light. Can you see that? And this shaman here who's brought it into being. What could it be? The light of it that they're attracted to. Well, there is websites out there that decode it, but that's from a fucking one of them as well, you know. Everything seems to be one of them on the internet, doesn't it? So yeah, definite demonic agenda here with our big horsage to welcome you in. And there it is from above. I took this from, you know, from a picture from the Telegraph, and it's just a giant swastika. Sorry, I can't give you this bit up here, but that there goes that way and that way and that way, and you get like some sort of swastika thing going on. as well with the airport. So yeah, obviously you can't miss the civilization in the background. And I thought it was curious that you've got the bird in the box. Although it is a bird of paradise, that's a bird of paradise in a box. Then I got to thinking about the yellow canary that the miners took down the mines for gas leaks. You know, yellow canaries. I'm wondering if there's a clue with that as well with the film Bird Box, and everyone goes blind because there's something you can't look at. This code is really tricky. And a penguin in a box. Penguin in a box as well. See through, and another bird here. And some sort of mixture of peoples. But civilization and everything burning in the background. Nice little tip off of the way things might go down. So Denver Airport. Highly fucking sinister. Right. What next? Let me just get rid of some pages. It helps with my bandwidth. And we are looking at a few Ladybird books. Nothing too disgusting. And there's not going to be too many jugs on that in this post because I basically haven't had time to pick any up, or I've been busy doing stuff. So I picked this up from Nation Arab Text. This is not a photoshopped image, by the way. This is a real Arab text, and it would seem that history repeats itself. And at some periods in the past, they had the bat signal, and it's beautiful Arabic geometry to it as well, a bit better than today. And obviously they had an Arabic Batman. What, are you not believing that's real? Oh, you've little faith. Of course that's real. Lie. Being polite to a stuck-up bitch. Yeah, see, I don't do that. I'm polite and I'll smile with my cheesy eat shit smile, but I will intellectually destroy them. They won't know about it till later when they start crying uncontrollably. I see what he said there. Tiffany spreads her legs and catches crabs. An adventure she will not forget, but with unfortunate consequences. See, that's what you don't want to do when you're stepping on a ship, is push it out. Yeah? You step in, otherwise you end up crabs. How to Spot Foreigners, a Ladybird book. The Ladybird book Learning Brexit series. Thank God Britain's not like that anymore. But do you know these people in like middle class Britain with their, obnoxious fucking children? Mimmy, will this have germs? Yes, test Timmy. Wash your hands, quick. That's not an organic egg. Quick, move away from it. And in fact, we'll have to get the house fumigated again. Type of people. That burning sensation. Real stories from the case files of Dr. Benjamin Heyman. 10 valid reasons to see your doctor. Now, I'm not an expert, but I did see, what was that Rolling Stones video? She Got Legs. And that same thing happened on there. Flames coming out. Oh. Now, the Protect and Survive manual. This was nice. I sent away for this. I've actually got the Protect and Survive manual. Protect and survive and be merry. Draw a nuclear mushroom cloud. Don't stand too close to the window. If a bomb drops, it'll blow the glass into your face, and that won't be nice. 1. Do not have snowball fights with Fallout Ash. Do not make a Fallout snowman. No, Fallout snowman at Christmas. It'll glow in the dark. It'd be epic too. If you run out of food, eat the Christmas tree. But first, remove the tinsel, baubles, and other ornament. No fucking shit, Sherlock. Rub mulled wine into the irritated gums. So mulled wine will sort the bleeding of the nuclear radiation poisoning that's killing you. 3. Package deceased family members in discarded wrapping paper. Oh, that's brilliant. Double use of Christmas paper. That's quite good. Do not use ribbons. Use spare gift tabs as corpse identification toe tags. Oh, thank you, whoever that was. Oh, let's have a look at you. Chunkman. Oh, much love to you for the super. Thanks. So, yeah, sickening. All another dialectic look, but wow, no Christmas Fallout snowman. Crafts for the retarded. Through their hands, they shall learn crafts of retarded. So I'm guessing, I don't think pottery or playing with Play-Doh or clay is retarded. Plasticine's lovely. I love to squeeze plasticine. Daisy doesn't want to be a burger. I'm actually getting upset now. By Peter Sheehan. Yeah, because you're a she. Story by a vegan. Maybe you're not then, Peter. Forgive us. But yeah. Anyone feel upset? Anyone got cryy? Daisy doesn't want to be a burger. I love Daisy. Like, guys, let's go and rescue her. Let's go and rescue all of the cows, all of the animals. Let's just set them free. All of the zoos. Let's set them all free. No, actually, lions might run down the street and eat children, so that might not be safe. Let's find a safe way to free all of the animals, shall we? Why, Mummy poisoned you with DDT when she put it into your cornflakes. Does Mummy love me? She says she does. Narcissist. Our son is an idiot. Yeah, well, you're going to get that. You get that a lot in this day and age, being a retarded reset of all resets, I find it. But do you know what somebody said to me? Oh, never trust a pig. Go on, now. Somebody said to me today, a truthful lady, she said, we've been here before and tried this before and got it wrong, and now we're getting it right. I said, oh my God, do you watch my channel? No. I said, I say that we messed it up the last time and we made a bargain to come back. So weird shit like Daddy's been sent home from work with a dry cough. Doesn't happen again. Yeah? Will we have to kill him? Yes, we got the murder plastic down. It will make a mess of the cap. Don't worry, children. How deep should we stick it in? As deep as you like, love. Just kill him. Make sure he's dead. We'll chop him up later in the bath. We'll dispose of him down the drain like we did with the others. Shh. No others. Right. Waterboarding with mother. Yeah, well, that's pretty fashionable right now. Mick, the racist dog. Yeah, I guess so. Well, which one's the one? Oh, well, any one of them could be on the side of them fences. The Ladybird Book Guide to Dog's Bollocks. Highly important subject. The dog's bollocks. You'll find it if you're British, dog's bollocks is the bollocks. Goldilocks and the bedroom tax. Yeah? She owes a lot of money. 7 beds. How it works. The UK government track and trace Ladybird book. Yes. That's actually how it works. No, it's nothing digital. It's not even analog. Stringing a cup. They're having a laugh at us, guys. Anyway. The futility of existence. A Quinn Martin production. Telekinesis. Oh, that is that is something they should give every single school kid. I would have been in my element if they'd have given me a telekinesis book. I'd have been throwing lorries at Parliament by now. Stories about Kenny Loggins. Oh, where are you going, Martin? I'm going to a Kenny Loggins concert. That's one of the top 10 things that have never been said. The Ladybird Book of Hot Dads. That is one book that should never have been produced or printed. Pause. Dinner. We need a bigger boat. Do you know the best part of Jaws film was definitely the naked lady on the front cover? Don't you reckon? Anyone going to concur? Fuck yeah. Okay. Will you fuck off, please? I can't hear myself think. Mate, I know what you're saying. They just go on. You can't hear the fucking self think. You're Brian. Think about your Brian. Shut up, eh? What's she on for anyway? The Moment of Truth by Maggie Price. I think we'll finish on that. You don't look too happy. What is that, mate? Huh? Don't like that moment of truth bit, do you? Anyway. So, if you've all, got shit together, you probably haven't by now, I do apologise. I kept away from the really extreme stuff. Because they're really disgusting ones. Yeah. Anyway, there was one with Killer Mop Chores. Yeah, nice one, Mel. Anyway, this is, if you're wondering, I linked this up to you. Basically, I can't go through all of it because it's like 198 pages. Fantastic. Ancient Mystic Oriental Masonry Teachings, Rules, Laws, which proves more or less about Antiquitech and Tartaria and the stealing of a civilization in my Brian. I don't read the first bit because it goes on about the, you know, Christ age and stuff. But in 2, it says the language used may seem strong, but known to work in the degrees must be the ones to judge. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, that's not it. It's about religion anyway. Anyway, 2, the ancient and mysticism oriental rite is universal. Let me fucking blow that up. I am so struggling to see that. There you are, Tartary. There you are. Is universal and is open to every master mason who believes in the fatherhood of God and universal brotherhood of all men. Any women in this equation? And other qualification necessary of the neophyte is that he shall be honourable and upright in his dealings. For the cradle of symbolism used in all masonry is placed by many and the best authorities in the country, which is believed to be first inhabited on the plateau of Tartary, and the form there transmitted to the generation sages of India, Persia, Ethiopia, and Egypt. The Phoenicians. It shows you they took it from Tartary. Okay? And it goes on, there's more. It's just a fantastic book, but I'm like not really in a reading mood because I've been out all day and I'm fucked. Proper. Anyway. Life's a gas. You can blame Mel for this because she asked me what it's like. Why do they say life's a gas? And I was like, yeah, why do they say that? And I went off on one, which happens. Part of my mental illness. So this guy's apparently an old merman. I think it's true. Prove it's not. It might not be a merman. It might be a old lady. Oh, it's an old lady because she got Nellies, haven't she? Do you think it's real? I think it's real. Just saying, you know. I've been thinking about this as well. I don't want to go into San Francisco because I talk about it too much. It gets on my nerves talking about the same thing over. I hate to be repetitive. It's just this return to building, yeah, upon our bill, this part of this complex for the City Hall. And I noticed that it's identical to the Oxford-Cambridge, and I've seen the same setup all over the place. And I'm trying to work out what these things are now. They're fully fitted out. This thing withstood the earthquake, no problem. Look at the streets in the background, guys. Mud. Just mud. And the doors are second story, just mud there. Mud. So like that side. Mud. So everything you see in that image, destroyed. 25,000 houses. But yeah, I think there's more going on with that. It's covered in Phoenician statues and Antiquitech, and you've got these buttresses to hold this thing in place. It's got to be advanced tech with columns. Part of the computer city network of the ancient world. That looks nothing like anything in its, in its environment. Nothing there looks like this, does it? Just saying. So comparing Stonehenge to an old 1800s photograph, and let's compare what they come along in the 1950s and fannied up. Now, I think this is a psyop. I think that they want to get people to go to this point for its energy, which is possibly not good, when the true nodal point is nearby. It could be, I don't know. There's so many places around there. Glastonbury's a good, probably a good example, but they made that evil as well with the pyramid. So let's have a look at these sarsen stones. Yeah, these ones here, and they come from Preseli Mountains in Wales, 240 miles away. Or did they get them there? Magic. So this one here is not there. It's laying down in the 50s, so they put that back up. This sarsen stone here, the upright, was leaning over. They put that upright. These load of stones, I guess, is this laying down. Stones here are not there. This one here, possibly that one there, yeah. Slightly different angle anyway. That one there, yeah, that one there. Yeah, the rest is intact. So they put a lot back up in the 1950s. But yeah, I think that the true point is in the area, but it's not there. I think they want everyone to go there. They're not going to let everyone go to that energy point. Mind you, they stop people going there now, but I'm just saying I think it's the fake one. I think think it's nearby. Look at this for a floor. They know the four angels. So they got a lion in the middle, which I thought, hang on, that could be a bigger clue. So you got the four angels, double Tauruses in this case. They show the whole thing. Yeah. So the center bit is a lion. It's a lion. So this is a mosaic floor. I got some unbelievable mosaic floors to show you. So the Egyptians, I've been wondering about this too. I dug up this image. I was having a think about it. Thought, okay, they're on the Nile. So what's that? Is it a whale? You're not going to get whales on the Nile. You don't really get them in the Med. Okay, is a sad-looking porpoise? Well, no, you're not going to eat porpoise. Is it a dolphin? Well, dolphins are not like speckly like that, are they? It's more like an orca or something. So yeah, they are skinning a large fish in Egypt. I'm just wondering what size fish they got in the Nile or the Nile Delta. Unless they're fishing up in the Med, a giant fish. It's not a tuna. No, this is the Med. God, it's confusing. I don't know what they're stripping down. Giant fish each. So this is I can't give you the exact location, guys. I wish I could, because I dropped it in and I can't find, but it gives you some images for it. But somewhere you can visit, they'll show you what they call Rome, but the classical world's artworks from that period, all littering the place. It's fantastic, this building. But check this out. Look at this table, a modern table. So you've got people laying around dead, or he's dead, and he's dead from the serpent. So, and you've got Phoenicians there in the clouds again, and a few hiding behind a sleeping bull. So that's the wall entertainment. It's some murder going down. There's another bas relief, and they got a demon figure here. And what you find, I think this is a bit of female slavery, because this soldier's literally grabbing this naked woman by the hair. Okay, this guy's got a spear at her, and she's just grabbing onto her god or her idol for, I guess, to be rescued. But yeah, so that's their wall entertainment in this Roman villa, and floor entertainment. So what with this in this mosaic? So they have people catching fish, okay, and they're like demons with tridents. So are they swimming underwater? These are underwater, aren't they? It's almost like it's underwater people, isn't it? People who live underwater. So here it is. It's rack and ruin, but they've left a load of Asian mosaics on the walls for examination, the shell, and they give you some Phoenicians. I guess they're saying that these are Roman. But wow, we can see the Phoenicians right there. Look at that. Wow. It's a beautiful sight. It's a tile here. Looks like lazuli tile. And here's a close-up of that shell one. So looks like Venus and Zeus, doesn't it? So 2 columns, Masonic columns, dome over the top in a shell shape. The shell, the dome. They fleur-de-lis? No, not quite. It's cluage anyway, isn't it? And look at this for a mosaic in this place. Double pot, something burning, and hurled up between the 2 pillars again, and like a Satan's face. You see that? The top bit's like a Chinese pagoda, though. Some sort of birds underneath there as well, pots on top. And this golden sun above. But the demon there is a bit sinister. Oh, and the 2 columns here as well. So it's always in the columns, isn't it? And this one's pretty rich colour for that period as well, still surviving. I was wondering what this was. Maybe incense burner. It's got holes in it. Can't really tell. And this thing here, look at it. Whoa. It's not. What is it for? It's tech, isn't it? Couldn't go and live it there, could you? You can't do any, worshipping. So that's crazy good. Nice colour. And I don't know where this house is either. I was really sorry, but I was trying to imagine, like, somebody bought this house, say, 1800s, and they decided to cover every square inch with beautiful tile flooring and all the walls with some sort of tile and decoration. And it's absolutely fantastic, some of it. Look at the ceiling. So I was trying to picture these people actually doing this in the bygone era, and I couldn't picture it. I just couldn't picture it. Look how high these doors and this thing are. The door's tiny here, but this is high vaulting. Where the door went up. And the floor as well. Really beautiful floor. So yeah, that's quality, isn't it? That's really lovely looking. Very nice and bright. Look at this, guys. Can you imagine walking in there? And look at the fireplace, what they've done. Little individual coloured tiles. Ceiling exactly the same. It's just like a splat of colour, isn't it? It's just beautiful. So yeah, whoever did envision this, built it, made it. I like it. I like the vision. I like the style. I like what they did. Because it's pretty, isn't it? I don't know what you think, guys, but I like it. Look at this then. Imagine walking in there. That's attention to detail. This is old stuff, Look at that. Just colourful. And beautiful tiles as well. So, what's up on the ceiling? I can't really tell. So, yes, class properties out there. Hidden away. Little secrets and gems. That one's quite beautiful. I like that. That's like the difference, isn't it? This is more your, oh, that's nice. Nice little cottagey Phoenician cavey feel going on. And then you got the Phoenicians with it. Bring your retinas out. Same sort of sound technasmia going on. Technasmia floor print setup. And, the deities all in the shells. Which are all over our architecture in our centres and our civic centres, every single city you can imagine. So here's the Bacchosites, who are the Phoenicians, hanging out, so they get pissed all day. And in this case, he's like, give me another toke of that. So I'm guessing they had ganja. I'm guessing they could have had opium, stuff like that, because he looks fucked. So they had drugs in the Phoenician world. Look, winky dink. And I'm not sure who these two gods are, but she's got wings on her head. Maybe she's feeling a bit lightheaded. I don't know. There, I did see some of them. So, she's could be a fella. I'm not sure, actually, on reflection. And he's got twisty horns going on. He's horny, but he's twisted. And another mosaic. Looks quite modern, this one. Asian world. Catching somebody who lived in that time. And this is weird. This is a shot from Russia, and I'm wondering, is this a demolition? Is this an earthquake? Because this building or this tower is falling, and everyone's standing there. And that wouldn't be allowed. That's really dangerous, isn't it? I'm thinking it might be a demolition or an attack while they're standing there. No, if it was a demolition, they wouldn't be standing there. So possibly an earthquake taking that tower down, that Antiquitech tower. Look. There's a lot included in this tower, isn't there? I'd like to know what happened. It's really unusual for them people to be standing so close on a child there. Could have fallen this way. And this is in another tower of a photograph, okay? And this light setup here, which is connected up into some wheelie system, into a dome. And I can't really, I can't tell you what they are. I can't tell you what they are. They look like conductors of some sort, but what kind of lighting is this? Where does does all of this illuminate? Like, I don't know what they are, is what I'm saying. Some strange sort of lighting. Oh, there's light bulbs in there now. Okay. Oh, yeah, I get it. Okay, that's lighting. All right then. Mystery solved. So how are they powering? The wires are going up to the ceiling, up into the dome. Let's go back a minute. Yeah, the wires are not going down into the plug. They're going up there into the dome. Right? So to run these light bulbs. Yeah? I wonder what city that is out there. It's European anyway. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that they used to bring food, okay, and organize it. Because look at the size of these jewels. And you put something under there, you're bound to have some sort of organite effect. So maybe they were organiting the food as well, looking at that. Sort of, not blessing, I don't say that. So if you don't know what the Phoenician alphabet looks like. These are some of the characters of definition language, and the D, the P, the T, and pretty much all of that is the phonetics spoke today. And that's all of them. But people were saying, do you think Esperanto is the language of the future? I'm not sure. So yeah, look at this. Remember that ginger bastard, Harry? Yeah, he dressed as a Nazi and he got in trouble and stuff. But like, what? So he goes as a black and white minstrel, yeah? He goes as a fucking Nazi and he goes as a Ku Klux Klan member, but there's nothing fucking going on. Somebody should have fucking rolled an hand grenade in there. That's fucking disgusting. And this site's good. We've looked at it before. Sardis. Okay, it's one of the really good ancient temples to look at. But that's when it got found. And when you see these Greco-Romano pillars, what you find deep under the mud there is a narrow gauge railway, proving what I think is they had railways in the far off distant past. Which I've proved anyway. I've got some evidence of them having them in coal mines in north of England in the 1700s. So they had them then before the official had it, but this one's deep in the mud. So previous civilization, the Greco-Romano world, had railway lines. I know. Splatooey. So these I picked up today, and this is Edinburgh, and it's a city I've never been to, but looking at the architecture, it's fantastic. It's all made of this lovely colour stone, crazy mud flooded, and really old. It's like they haven't slapped up all new buildings in its centre. And look at that for a bit of Tartaria, guys. We've all looked at the 1800s pictures of Edinburgh in this field. But this stone as well, it's lovely. It's a bit haphazard there, but it's nice. I like that. And look at this mud flooder here. But look at it. Yeah, this is. I think this is Princess Street. I might be wrong. And when you look up, it's all the old world. There's nothing of the new world here. Look, they haven't put no bloody big supermarkets up or anything. Look at that temple at the top, and that monument. Oh, what's it called? Oh, I don't know. Named after a famous Scottish person, Robert the Bruce. I don't know. So yeah, they haven't even changed. That'd be a lovely place to look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I like that. Tartaria. Look at that. There's not many people around, but look crazy mud flooded and really old looking. Look at that with the mist. Very atmospheric. Oh, I'd love to take photographs there. Little castle thing going on. So yeah, Edinburgh got it going on for mud blood. Pretty good. So I've got more stuff I'm going to share with you in a bit. So if you don't know, last week the Holy Grail of the Great Reset came out on Kindle. Okay, good reviews to start. Everyone's pure digging it. Okay, guys. So the physical copy will be out next month in June, which is next month. Okay, and there's you, Mel. Look, Mel, who has been a great support to me over the years, has also provided this book's cover photograph. Cheers, Mel. On there. So yeah, I shouted the Flight of British Think Tank and everybody really who's helped along the way with all of this amazing adventure. So yeah, I'm hoping that's going to do better than the last one, because it's got like, it was hard enough, like, you know, putting a book out about the flat earth into a fucking fast asleep world, but not even the truthers, they dug it. It was a bit advanced, so whatever. Anyway, celebration time. Today of all days, okay, we're getting a funky time. We on the Martin Liedtke channel hit 34,000 subscribers. Also, yesterday on the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel, which we are on now, we hit 14,000 subscribers. Yay! So they're going up, but unfortunately, 3 days ago I put a thing up, a video basically about floating Earth, and it hasn't moved in 2 days on my view count. So they've locked it, or nobody's bothering to watch. So I don't really know what's going on there. And the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel, we got a lot going on there this week. this is an idea of how much we have had out this week. So that was it for Flatterday. 2 excellent videos here with a friend of mine, who's Clive, who's a really, really clever chap. Shows you Tesla tech in this video, which is fantastic. Did you see this? Check this out. Oh, he gets his Tesla tech out and zaps himself in the face. It's fucking fantastic. I absolutely love it. Is it on this one or the next one? Bugger. I think it's on the other one. Anyway, so we had 2 hangouts there. This is me today. 1,500 views for 20 seconds. Look at me. So, yeah, that was a nice little thing there today. That's where I hung out for an hour or more. I spent all day there, actually, hanging out with these guys. Got interviewed a couple of times. There was some alternative media, you know, like journalists there, alternative journalists. And this guy interviewed me here. He had a channel. I can't remember the name of it. He was on BitChute. So he did tell me. So that was quite funky today. Really enjoyed that. So let me come back for a bit. I've got a bit of film to show you. I want to talk about in a minute. Okay, what are we talking? I've been going past 9, 10, 2 hours. Thank you, Dragon Sage. I'm going to come back and chat you all now. Much love and peace and flat fumage to you all. Okay, I'm hoping it's going to be 3 degrees cooler tomorrow than today. Great. So, are you feeling fab? You was excited and happy. That was good today, wasn't it? I was like happy as a pig in shit. All of them hugs I had. I had like a dozen hugs. Yeah, I've been all like having hug withdrawals, guys. Yeah, people shrivel up and die with that shit, guys. Yeah, I'm needy. I need with my violet light. Yeah, it's to get my. It's for my crown chakra. Violet, as you know that anyway, Jenny. So it begins. Subs have doubled. No, hang on a minute. When 18 months ago, okay, I was getting exactly the same views. Okay, maybe a little bit more. 18 months ago, when I had 20, maybe 20,000, 25,000 less subscribers. Does that make sense? Just saying. Do you like that, Mel? Yay. Yay. Brown eyes. Energy shots. Good to see you. So, I want to show you a cool bit of footage in a minute. Okay, I'm going to talk through it. I don't want to show it all, but show a bit of it. It's really rare, and I'll be able to show it, and I will. The Battle of Paris in the First World War. Now, this is a bad place. I'm going to show you a bit of the footage because it's really interesting stuff to do with prisoners and the lack of giving a fuck about vast numbers of men in any regard, like let them just walk around, do whatever. It's just really weird. So you don't have to guard them or anything. But this is like, you know, if you remember the bit I talked about with gas and all of that, this is another area that suffered that. We'll have a little look at the bit of it, okay, because I've got it and I'm here. So, Runty Toodle Pina Colada. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay. Battle of Paris. Let me just show you a bit of this a minute. If I can. Let me just redo my... there won't be no volume with this. So it's beautiful HD color. They've done these digital things I absolutely love. So it's disembarkation of the BFE, British Expeditionary Force at Paris. Now, the regular British Expeditionary Force must have hated like hundreds of thousands of these partially trained men turning up on the shores. Yeah, you know, they've had like 6 months to get them through, or excuse me, even less than that. It's like 4 months to get them through military school, get them on the field. It must have been a real wind-up. But just look at the amount of resources. It's like the whole world just comes up with stuff for this war. Look at that. Just look at the pile of shit. They took millions of horses. Do you know how many got back? Only the prize ones that got sold afterwards to the captains. Now they sold. Well, you've all seen War Horse. You know this went down. So this is the New Zealanders. Davo, are you in chat, my brother? You were earlier. And the Aussies. Oh, they're the New Zealanders getting on the train. God, I call baby. You're going to have a shock of your life now in the field of Flanders. Oh, he looks proper Australian. That guy there with a fag. Everybody smoked then as well. They all had like Woodbine or Park Drive or Capstan. And these cigarettes got you high, man. You had a rush on them. It was like, oh, yeah, they are. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Satisfac. But they look all right. Oh, my God, he's about fucking 12. They all are. They were really young then. So look, he's a big one. No wonder you're still alive. So, yeah, these know where they're going. And it's not like you'd want to go to Irish Front because it's like a horror word, isn't it? So they're bringing up artillery to the line. Nice bit of artillery. Field guns to go against other human beings and splatter them to death. Oh, yeah, I know. It's really weird, isn't it? Try explaining that to an alien. If aliens were a thing. What are they for? For splattering one another. Let's speed this up, actually. Speed this up. Oh, there you are. They're hurrying along nicely with their field cannon. Let's move this on. The cavalry move forward. We won't need cavalry against the machine gun. They found out pretty rapidly because horses get killed with machine guns and they're not bulletproof. So they ended up getting like mortarmen. So here's the troops hanging out in the field, doing nothing. A couple of dugouts and ready to get into the big, massive Battle of Arras, which was massive. They show you Arras, there's nothing left, but it is a massive Tartarian city and huge architecture. Some of it's there. They go down, as you'll see shortly. But the scale of devastation, I try to imagine walking through these areas of a morning, how trippy it must be on your Brian. Just the shatteredness of it all. Does that not shatter your Brian? Just being in a shattered environment does not shatter your nerves and your person stew. It's like everywhere you look around is just shattered. Look at it. So that was a giant city of Arras. The Indians, let's have a look what they do. I noticed these got it going on. They got like all of it organized a bit later on. Nice trees, nice water, lovely horses. And their uniforms are all sorted as well. So the Bengal Lancers and that did an epic job in the First World War. So that's the Indians. They're part of the Empire. And we got here's Grenadiers and Guards. Irish. Here's the Irish coming in. So they'll always go over the top. They'll go over the top, fucking run at bullets, these, because they're all pissed as fuck. On Guinness, probably. It's the Irish. Look at them. They're all smiling. They're the Irish. They don't give a fuck. Yeah? They'll go back and get you later. So, yeah, not all the Irish. This is the Ulsters, probably. The Southern Islands was like doing a bit of business around it, as you know, with the Irish Rebellion. They were doing a bit of business with the old Weimar Republic. And later in Second World War as well. So there's the Irish off to get splatteroonied. You don't get, it's all just the build up in this film. You don't get too many battery stuff. Now, let's see what they're up to here. And this is putting down barbed wire. So that was a nasty little invention, wasn't it? So they're setting up the front line. So it's early on before the battle goes down. 800 miles of trenches from the North Sea all the way to the Swiss Alps. The zone of wars. And miles deep either side, as you know. So, like, just a massive country. And all it was a war there. If you put all of the trench lines together, it was a big country. So look at the size of these cannons they're going to bring up, these howitzers. They need that many men. Makes you think, don't it? In the film War Horse, they use horses to bring the... Whoa. But she's an 18-pounder. That's like many, many tons. Okay. Nice piece. Oh, check this out, guys. Check. They show you them loading it now. Yeah, so this is a railway gun, yeah? I don't know. It must be shooting at Paris because they use these for Paris, these big berthas. Check out the loading. Fantastic this is. How many of them? So, massive round. All of them to put it in. Okay. Poof. That's a bit of hard work. Very organised though, timed. Breaching. And the lug. Locked. And now you've got to get it ready for trajectory. You've got your winders down below on the side of the train. See this moving up? Can you see them down here? The winders? Yes? So they're getting it up to the elevation. That's one big fun gun. The recoil on that. But they just stroll alongside it. Doesn't seem dangerous. And the Mac. Well, that's a Mac 2 tank. And they were designed to just roll over trenches. The first time these came onto the battlefield, they didn't know what hit them. They started running and leaving the trenches. So the Germans got them a little bit later as well. They're beautiful. I love the Mark 1s up to the 6s tanks. I think that's a bit of a later one, actually. So the Canadian was 60-pounders. Okay. Banging the front line. So here's the Canadian boys. He's marking them down. So that would be all day. That's them boys would work all shift, just loading and firing. That's what they do all day. Look at the size of these. Oh, wow. So I think they had like 1,200 guns at the Harris front. I think the first bombardment, I think they dropped 1 million shells or something on the first day. I think it was like up until like the Somme or something. This was one of the biggest offensives. Huge, huge offensive. Many, many, many countries involved. Many, many, many died. Check this out, though. You can hardly see it with the mud colouring. I noticed, I read the other day that the Navy have just started using dazzle paint on their ships again because it worked in World War I and II. No fucking shit, Sherlock. Why'd you stop using it, stupid? Stupid Admiral. That one, you can't even see it in the ground. Massive, massive guns. Yeah, huge, huge guns. Imagine what it does the other end. Fucking hell, man. So let's move this on a bit. As I said, I don't want to spend all day just watching soldiers, but it is quite a telling footage of the front lines. Let's move on a bit because they take a trench line shortly and capture a load of Germans. Oh, the engineers. So they just like literally just knocking up ladders for getting up the parapet for everyone to go over and die in the morning. It's sad blue sky. Imagine how they feel. They're trying to do a good job. They don't want these ladders falling down, you know, with men going up and getting a bullet in their heads. They won't get over the top, most of them. Hardly anyone gets out of the trenches when machine guns are in line. Look at this. They're good, the engineers, though, aren't they? They don't stop. They're good. All right, drive that in, drive that home. Yeah, so here's a bit of Harris. Check it out. It's all mud flooders. See, in the wall there, just stop it. They got guns hidden in this ancient wall. There's like a window, and they've set up a large cannon in it. There's another one further down. I'm sure this is a star fort of Harris as well, because they had a big star fort and old maps I've seen. So I think that's a bit of it in their cannons. So going across no man's land, petrifying, terrifying, trippiest world ever, ducking bullets, bombs, and having to go off and fight an enemy force, which you don't really want to, because they're probably going to try and kill you, which is hazardous to the health, as you know. And a camera just over the top filming all this. I've seen many drop, but how trippy is that, guys? Oof. Imagine having to do that over the top. So you can't get out of it. If you shoot yourself in the foot, they'll kill you if it's cowardice. So, okay, let's have a look at this trench line activity. So you've got to live in there all day. You can't spend more than a month in the trench lines because your nerves are too shocked, shell shock. So they got to let you go into the back. Got to leave the front lines. Can't spend more than a month there, and because it's too nerve shattering. Look at the state of it. How can you live there, sharing your life with lice and rats, and massive rats too? Bombs dropping all day. Just like hell on earth, isn't it? Every day, just like literally. You don't know when that fucking thing's going to hit you, that bullet. Will it hurt? Probably won't know anything about it. So that's what they do, guys. They send millions of men peoples against one another in a world war. This was called the War to End All Wars. Right? Everyone believed it. Was it? No, it was just an extension of already an ongoing war. Oh, they're muddy. It was an extension of an ongoing war. You know, there was 100 years of a world war prior to the First World War, of, as you know, the Napoleonic wars. They just went on. They were a world war. Everyone was involved in them. Prior to that, you know, Days of the Armada, World War. It was just, these have just gone on and on and on. But this one, they said would end it all, and it never. Just a couple of years, 25 years, and they were at it again. Only they tweaked it, faked it. Phony war, they called it, the first years, the Second World War, because outside of merchant seamen, nobody was really dying because the U-boats sinking the ships. They got motorbike regiments. Sweet. In the Great War. They're all right, aren't they? So, yeah, nice little bit of footage. This is like 1916, and it's this crisp color. It gives you like a little image into the Edwardian world, which is quite rare, actually. So yeah, they got it going on. More cannonade. Just get up a bit. Just get up a bit. So massive embarkation of troopage, getting ready to go to the front line. Fucking state of it. The state of it there. How do all them men live in that hell? Just cleaning shit up all day with the blasted world. Oh, narrow gauge railways. They're setting up a railway. Check this out. Exactly the same size as them railways we just seen going under that building, under that Greco-Roman temple in Sardis. Check this out. So that's the engineers. Just getting like they used to move mountains. They literally move mountains in Theory Ridge. Yeah, with biggest minds than there ever were, apparently. Amateur. But yeah, that's a really good thing. I love watching the engineers when they do this crazy good shit. London Stock Exchange. What was that? I mean, there's loads of them there. I wonder how many are going to get through. Not many. So, I just zoned out then. I forgot I got 500 people, 600 people almost there. I just zoned out, guys, just watching this for you. So we've got cyclist regiments. They're still building, still up in Harris. Look, is that the church behind? I think that survived. I'm not sure. They look really rickety, these bikes, like they're going to fall off them. You see the front wheel shaky? It's a bit like too far in. Should be further out. You want to chop that bike up, get a bit of couple of cow horns on it, yeah? So this is President Froch. This is the French Prime Minister, French President. And Joffre as well. We got Patan and we got Joffre going to visit the devastation at Harris. They used to do that. That's all they're good for anyway, innit? Looking at shit. Huzzah! Huzzah! There's the huzzahs going in to do a bit of huzzaring on the horses. Huzzah! Huzzah! Right, let's catch a few Germans being captured, shall we? So they set up. The first trains arrive in Harris Station. This is interesting. Check this out. So Harris Station's completely destroyed. They clean it all out. They show you that footage. I'm all cleaning the shit out. And then the first embankment of stuff for the offensive turns up, right? So this is the first train since they put it back together. Check the station. And what we got on the train, he jumped off. Lots of shit for that battle. There's a guy on the end, and he's just on his own grabbing on. It's like he's grabbing on for the... Oh, what's this thing here? What's this thing here? Oh, what's that? What is that? And then all these empty ones. He's just sat there, isn't he? And the one on the back there, just hanging on. Don't like it. Check that station, though. So the pipes and drums of the Gordons. Okay. So there's the guys in kilts doing the Scottish bit, which I bet it sounds fab. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's good on the drums. Dun, 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 dun. Scenes of the capture of the village of again. Oh, look, it's got one of those stripy chevrons. That's a village. That is not Harris. That's another village. It's nice. It's a nice little mud flooded townage. Oh, go and say hello to the natives. Hello, little girl. Kiss. Hello, you're nice. Hello, lady. Have you a husband? I'm from the Balkans. I would never have guessed. Have you a wife? I have 3 goats. Right on the wall. That's it. When you grow up, be a vandal. German observation post. Okay. Okay. Where? I can't see it. I can't see the observation post. Okay. Where is it? Did they just go under the ground? I think they just went under the ground. What's that tree? It's got like all... Yeah, they went under the road and they've come up through a hatch. So where's the observation post up that fucking tree? You're having a giraffe in you. Don't get run over now, son. Okay, see how this goes down. God, this is absolutely exciting. I gotta go up there. Fuck it. Oh, we can move. Look at that. Oh no, it is speeded up. You're not going all the way up. So that's an observation post, by the way, to go and check out what's happening in the enemy trenches. Fucking hell. You're better off with just crossing the road. So there's the Mark 1 tanks. They're going to clean them up when they're back at the yard. Dig the mud out of the tracks. Hang on, see this guy, he's having a fag and he's like, I better fucking go to work. No, I won't, fuck it. Do you know why he did that? Because he thought the bosses might see this film later and he was slacking, doing nothing, skiving. Yep, he's going to get some grease in there. Put the grease nipple back on. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Nice and greased up. And there's a guy there. He's like a toff. I think he might be the designer or something to do with the tanks. He looks a bit of a scientist. Checking him out. Because remember, this was like cutting-edge science for 1916, guys. This is the fucking tank. Yeah? This is the first ever, apparently. Except for, like, you know, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci and others had tanks. Probably the Chinese. But, I mean, proper... cannonage. Load of people inside. Good night. They go slow as shit though. Imagine that. It must take forever to get from A to B. Yeah, it's weird I am human tunnel under the road when there's cars ripping by. They'd be better off just crossing the road. But I bet it'd be more fun in the tunnel. Oh, somebody up in a plane. Right. All the white you're seeing is chalk. Because it's all made of chalk in this area of Flanders. Northern France. And that tower looks really modern and unharmed, doesn't it, guys? Oh, that looks really modern. What was that big building then? What's that building then? That's a star fort. Did you see that? Okay. Star fort there. And on this corner here, the whole thing's a star fort. Yeah, I can see it. And sure, star footage. Yeah? Wow, guys, check that out. Still there. Lloyd George, he happens to be a Welshman, him here. Yeah? He's a bit of a silly sausage. He's really pally with Adolf Hitler a little bit later. They go on like house on fire. Stalin, he gets pissed with Stalin. He's one of his buddies. Yeah? They all sort of get together and decide how they're going to get away with world domination between them all, like to do when they're megalomaniacs. So he's shouting at them, snorting and growling their own way. The Devil's Own. Here's the Devil's Own regiment. They're like the Wild Bunch, only fucking badder. They're like the Wilder Bunch. Do you ever see the Wild Bunch? I would like to have been one of the Wild Bunch if I was in the war. Yeah, that's what I would have been anyway, because I'm not really a behaviour and not really good with orders. That's how you get up in ranks, see, in the army. Yeah, he's doing orders. It's like, you didn't moan once when you blew that person's head off. It's like, yeah, whatever, it's war, isn't it? You're going to get high up in this game. So yeah, it's all hidden away, all of that gunnery, which is really cool. Let's move it on. Fuck me, they're all going at it. So the battle's gaining pace. They're going over the top now. Go and get them, boys. Nothing will hurt you. Hope you said your prayers and had your rum ration. They give them rum, so they're pissed. They'll never go over without me. So fuck off. Right, so here's some Germans. This is what I wanted to show you. That one there, he's about 5-year-old. They're like little kids. It's fucking weird. It's just, nah. So they capture a load, and they're not actually worried about guns or anything. They're just like roaming around, nothing going on. Oh, it's really weird. It's very telling. I ain't seen nothing like it before. Stretcher bearers. No, it's a Vickers gun. Vickers machine gun. So yeah, just the Germans and the British just knocking around together, guys. Yeah? You see that? Yeah, they're a mix. Germans along with British. No one's guarding anyone. No one's bothering anyone. And again, yeah, look at the age of that boy there. Huh? He's in a fucking World War. Heart bleeds. They're all just what they fucking doing there. What a way to treat humanity. The worst thing going, eh? Well, and they're definitely fucking at it again with all of this. Just felt it today with all them so many thousands of Palestinians. But all of that shouting and chanting and all, I was very reminiscent of what National Socialists were up to in 1937. They can't see it that way, and they are good people. And it's not that way in thought, but it just looks that way because it's against other people. Division, again. They divide us to conquer us. That's how they do it. If we were together, one big family in this plane, there's nothing they could do. It would all be over. Yeah. See these? Right, they're searching these Germans. They're not giving him... He's fucking laughing because he got fags down his bundies. So we nicked something off him. Oh, here's Hans. Hans got stuff hidden. Hans is not to be fucked with. This German, yeah. See Hans? He looks cool, Hans. Oh, you look a good captain, Hans. They're laughing at him. What are you laughing at Hans for? Because of his curly moustache? Don't laugh at Hans' curly moustache. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you got a bit fucked up, this little guy, yeah? Did you want my book and my calling card? No? No? I have nothing else on me. So, yeah, they fucking... No big deal with the prisoners, I noticed. So, what a fucking fiasco. So, back to Aris. And these are the Arabs or the Indians, and they've got like this base, and it's really, really sorted with lovely animals. Oh, yeah, check this crater. I'm trying to wonder what it is. It's about 100 foot across, and I ain't even joking. Look at that for a crater. He's in it, right? They're looking in it, right? See if there's anything left of what was disintegrated into atoms before it. Before there was something there, guys. How deep is it? Look at that. What size of bomb did that? How did that happen? It's more the fucking point. Well, look at that. That'd be a nice to do a painting of. I know a lot of artists around this period did a lot of this derelict ruin building thing, and it is quite interesting. I would feel like drawing one myself. But wow. Tartaria blown to smithereens. And this city of Aris and all these surrounding cities, look at the size of the architecture in it, guys. Classical world, just all laying in ruins. I know. It's freaky, isn't it? Let's go. I'm going to be coming back very shortly, seeing all you lovely people, and having a little chat with you all and sharing some of you out. Thank you to everyone on Facebook for watching. Hi, guys. And thank you on Flat Earth News and Reports on Facebook as well. Thanks, guys. And everyone on Flat Earth British Think Tank. Here they are, the Indians. So he's mentioned some nuts and raisins by the look of him. And look how cool they got their camp. All ordered in line, all clean. Here's the horse keepers. He's a busy chap. Look, I've just been to clean my horse. So yeah, they got it going on. Yeah, they saw it, their camp. A bit more organised, didn't they? British are a bit more lazy, aren't they? So, barrage balloon for an observation guy who's in it. So he can look over the trenches. Did you see anything? No, I'm short-sighted. Maybe you should put somebody with good eyesight in one of these balloons because I'm fucking hopeless. I think that would be a good thing. Check that out. So, 6-inch mag. Ooh. This is all. Oh, look at the size of the guns on this tank. Come on, show us the tank. Oh, it's hidden. Tank's in there. Hidden. So, it's a cracking bit of film. It's an hour and a half long, though. I don't want to play that long, obviously. But here's a load of happy Germans. They're out of it. They're going home in about 3 years' time. They'll probably survive, a lot of them. They did have exchanges anyway. Some of them got let home in no time at all, you know. As long as they promise not to join the army again. Or ever take arms again against the British Empire. They were allowed to go home, a lot of them. They had to sign some shit or something. Or families had to pay as well. They could get paid home. Pay the British to get them home. Prisoner exchange thing. So, highly interesting film. I'm sure you agree. And a good little insight into the horrors of the First World War. In colour. Brings it all to life, if you ask me. So, I enjoyed that anyway. Much love to you all. Much love, bro. Did you cat? Okay, that was fun. So it's 12 o'clock. I've been going since 9:30, 2.5. That is 12, 13, 14 and a half hours of Flat Earth British in 1 week. Is there any other YouTubers out there that are making this much content in 1 week? I'm just saying. Great footage, Glasshaw. Yeah, it's blokey thing. I can't imagine the chicks getting into it very much, but well, you know, it's like World War One, isn't it? But I know some ladies that absolutely loves war stuff and got war books. I really dig that, by the way. Yeah. So Leslie, hi Leslie, lovely. Keep it planting seeds, peeps. and flat Earth is fertile. Thank you for your lovely words of encouragement. Turtle Island said all along, didn't they? Says Denise Max. Lydia, small town shop, man. It's 100 years ago. There was a few whoppers there, though. Crafty hiding the guns. Hippie, yeah, they do that, though. And Brian James is here. And Dragon Sage, Mirror World, indeed. Did you catch? Denise, Brian Tucker, Alva Billy's here as well. Good to see you. Palestinians at the Dome of the Rock in Chicago. Don't know if you was watching that. I don't know what to think of it, my friend. I'm gonna. You can see what they're doing, and they are heating it up again. This fucking thing shouldn't exist in a pandemic anyway. Do you think Hamas been sitting there fucking drawing plans during fucking pandemic? It's bullshit. It's just. It's them again, isn't it? But they are sort of like, you know, with like what's happening in the Ukraine on the borders and fucking Iran and all of that. They definitely want us to think there's a biggie coming. And it's an uneasy feeling in the realm anyway, or waiting for the next fucking thing. Stupid Indian variant. Carrie Love, Brian, thank you. Richard Lopez, my brother. Good to see you, my friend. Loves Richard Lopez. Annabelle Echo, fun balloon ride. I do it. I do on a balloon. Loves balloon ride. I've always said that. Brian Evans. Oi, Richard. I am human. Michael De Silva, he's munching nuts. You're going to get kicked out saying disgusting stuff like that. Dragon Sage. I'm joking, Michael. We look after you. Dave Shirt. Dave Knuckles. Hans and Otto, my favourites. I love Hans and Otto. They're really good. They're really nice people as well. Yeah, they try to make the best of every situation, especially when they're prisoners. I find. I want to do a series, an entire series, Hans and Otto through history. They'd be brilliant, actually. Might do that. Dean here as well, my brother. Thank you for being here as well. Roman Catholicism. I don't know what that says anyway. It's weird. Bernard. Good to see you, my friend. I've been like a really busy day. My brain is absolutely fried and frazzled. I need to go soon. But thank you for joining me on a Flat Earth British Think Tank's Flatterday. People have been like sort of messaging me for feed just went off. I was back on again. What the fuck happened there? I've seen that before. Anyway, hippie shake. Anyway, if you're here now, say ta-ra in chat, and I will give you a big shoutage, and then I will slide out of here for the next day or two. Get more Ladybird books. Oh, I got fucking loads. They get a bit disgusting though. Not like they, not, but these are really disgusting. Arwin, it was an old Battlefield rules. There are no rules. The only rules is kill. Oh, no, kill and don't be killed. Jughead, Muzzy Muzz, good to see you. Oh. Best thing in war, if you were in war, is just know you're dead already, and then nothing can hurt you. Or you're going to get killed twice. That's stupid. Snake in Genesis was a reptilian, is the name of the channel. Well, oh, Denny Scan, Dragon Sage, come on. Any new ones I haven't seen? Cat's there, good to see you. Carlos Russo's there as well. Brown Eyes is here. Kate is here. Mada, good to see you, my friend. It's all like all of the words are all just melded into one now. Psilocybin 9 here, my brother. Good to see you, my friend. Shally Hansen's here. Woody's here. Good to see you, Woody. Troy, good to see you. Doreen, if you're still here. Diane, she's quite far back. Yeah, she should be here. Marianne Hoff in Norway. I watched a good Norwegian film yesterday or the day before, which got me thinking about all this, called Quake. Have you seen that film? Batters any Hollywood film you've ever seen in your life. It's fucking brilliant. Doesn't even look like CGI. Norwegian films are really good. I have watched quite a few. I like Norwegian movies. I like foreign movies. They're better Hollywood movies. And there is Dave, who's my friend. So that was fantastic. Enjoyed that evening. Thank you, Ollie. Flat thumbs to you. Let's get this right. Fanny Blue. I nearly said Fanny Blue then. Mickey. I didn't know. Him. Martin, you still selling merch? Well, unfortunately, I never earned any money off a shop that I had, even though I don't know what happened. I sold like loads and loads of products. People send me photographs wearing Flat Earth British t-shirts in the streets of New York City and stuff like that. But I never ever got a penny off any of it. It's on my website. My website's down because they require dough to get it back up. But fortunately, my other webmaster, who is Lukic, says he's going to fan year up for us, and we'll have a fantastic website very, very soon. Hopefully in time for the book when it comes out in a couple of weeks. So I'll be in my hand in a couple of weeks, and we'll have a party for that. So yeah, 34,000 on Martin Liedtke channel, 14 on a Great Flat Earth British Think Tank channel. Fat thumbs, so thanks so much for the subscription. Make sure to subscribe for more juice. Come back in a week. Support me. And do all the other YouTube things as well, like it and fucking share it and all that. So what's Nora on about? Technically, you cannot have a variant of a non-existent thing. They get on your nerves when making shit up. Technically, no shit, Sherlock. They make it up. Monkey Mine. You're in Texas. We love Texas. We love everywhere, actually. Daisy. I don't know what happened to your old Facebook. Did it disappear? I knew you had a spot of bother. But anyway, you're back. I added you again. Okay. Remember all that performance years ago when I dumped my Facebook? About 5 years ago. Can you remember that? What a fucking performance. I'd never seen anything like it. I had other people, not you, crying. But other people crying. So. But we did have fun back in them days. Jersey Bob, good to see you. Flicker Bing. Did you see them people shouting over to us about wear your mask and all that with all nasty faces on them? Yeah, that girl wanted to go over and fucking lay into him. In fact, they should be have a bit more bollocks if they're going to be shouting at fucking people, because they never know who they're going to be shouting at. It could be like some crazy fucker from Ely or something. They just don't know, do they? Annabella Echo, Love It in the Mist, Solid Rock, Tabernacle. I don't know what that is, brother. My brain's fucking gone. Dream Watcher. But I've done a lot today, so I'm quite happy. I've achieved something. Do you know what, guys? I run out of memory on my memory cards. I took about 20 minutes of film. They had music blasting outside the city. Oh, these girls had a loudspeaker with wicked music, reggae, the lot. And we were all having a fucking dance. And it was all on film. It was fucking brilliant. And going through tunnels with the music booming. I had it all on film with all the Welsh coming out. I was buzzing. I was like needles. I was like that. I was like, wow, this is fun. Love Wales. I was on a mad Wales buzz. I fucking loved every second. I was so happy that there actually are awake people here. Fuck for that. I thought I was the only fucking one for a bit. Love is splattage. Oh, well, yeah. I think gas is a factor of the research. Can't ignore it. The volcanoes give off gas. And earthquakes as well. And they are part of this narrative as well, especially with mud flood. If you mud flood can kill everyone, you see. They kill billions. Gas is perfect, keeps all of the architecture, and then they could replace it in a civilization, and then that could in turn be taken out a different method. Ashes, whatever. Ta-ra, Wallflowers, ta-ra, Melissa, ta-ra, Dragon Sage, ta-ra, lovely Lindsay, Mickey, Wallbanger, Neil said as well, Stacy, and Mel's still here. Night, LOL. Said hi. Okay. No star, Mel. Liddy, Jughead, Hippie. I'm getting all sad now because I'm going. S. Cooper. I'm missing you all already. Randy Weathers. I'm terrible with goodbyes. As people in this chat could testify to. I ain't good with goodbyes. Pushkin Castle. Lots of love to you as well. Alex and Brian. How's your Brian? Bernard. I know. I love playing with words, and that was the funnest thing ever was Brian, anyway, I think. JT, good to see you, and Lottie Adu, much love to you as well. So I got to fuck off. Glenage, didn't see you. Street Truth, Mud Flood, The Beat. Yeah, they all had basically a load of them done all of this, like, they all went to the BBC, like, you bunch of pedos, all that. And the police came along, and they said that they just walked through them like they weren't there, and I missed all that. I was with I joined the Palestinians for an hour. See, I was a Palestinian for a little bit. Yeah, well, they thought I was. Get away with it. Glyph, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fab. Brown eyes. I don't care, me. It's all for truth anyway. Good, they're all good people for truth. Angela's baby, although they were babos because they watched telly and got masks on and watched the news and YouTubes about war and stuff. Gets them all excited. Ugh, bad, isn't it? Anyway, we live in hope and we have faith, and the Most High got our backs, and don't get better than that. So don't even worry about it. Don't doubt shit as well. Doubting's the Phoenicians. They can fuck right off. Don't be doubting. Just know it. Set your intent. Okay, set your intent now, tonight, for everybody to be free, away from all of this. No more fucking abuse. No more tax on tax on tax on tax. No more slavery, and everyone have an equal and fucking opportunity from fucking the off. Instead of everything weighed against you from the off. Motherfuckers. Anyway, I gotta go before I have a rant. Peace and love to you all. Thank you all for joining. Magus Way, good to see you as well. Amen to you as well. And much love. Squirrel Sniper's there as well. Bless you, brother. I don't actually speak Welsh, and I would embarrass myself by trying to say what that says, but Rywun Caru Chaichyn. Don't know what that means, because I don't speak fucking Welsh. I'm from Cardiff, mate. I don't do Welsh in Cardiff. I don't even know anyone who speaks Welsh. And I hated my Welsh teacher. She was a bastard. She hated me too. She was all like psychopathic. Mary Smith and Michael. See Cooper. Anyway, I've shouted all you. I'll catch up with you all soon. I gotta fuck off. My back's hurting in this chair, and I've been walking and doing shit and stuff and dancing and all the flat Earth British happy things. Anyway, that thumbs. I gotta fuck off. Happy Flatterday. Happy Flatterday. Keep it on my channels, and I'll be back very, very soon. There's loads to watch on this. Watch that interview I did previous to this video. It was really, really good as well. And my last video on Martin Liedtke, which is on Frozen for some fucking reason. Anyway, not that, and I'll see you on the next one. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.